You have the honor of being the very first person in chat.
What's up, dudes? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, bro. Hi. Hope you are well. Hope things are going well at your place. I know that it's turning into spring, so that means everybody has to be happy now, because there's sunshine and there's rainbows and there's rain and tulips and flowers and pollen and maybe that last one not as much, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's nice out. It's 17 degrees in Canada, and so therefore that's good. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but it's pretty nice. How are you guys doing? How are things? Hello, ukulele. Hello, Ferric. So in Sunshine, we can use some rain. We had a sun shower here yesterday. It was so fun. I love sun showers. And I don't know if you guys call it the same thing, but like when it's like it's sunny and shiny out, and yet the rain is coming, and you're like, where's the rain coming from? It's nice out. And it was very pretty because it was all super shiny. In the front of the house, it was like gloomy, but you look in the backyard and it was like bright and shiny and written and, you know, lasers shooting from the sky. It was fun. Yeah, you got that? Yeah, that's cool. It was fun. Today, we're going to be jumping into Psalm 111, 112. We're going to be talking about basically kind of doing a counterbalance between the two. We'll talk about that later. And it's really about how connecting to God and kind of living the way that He has set aside, it changes how you can go through tough times. Then we're going to shoot aliens in Destiny 2. That's the plan. But before that, it's always about you guys. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to talk about? Are you okay today? Am I okay today? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I'm all right. It's everything's a little weird. It's funny because I was thinking about this earlier, and especially in light of this, the message and whatever the Devo we're going to be doing today. It is a weird thing to go through tough times and yet at the same time try to do it in such a way that you find happiness, contentment, blessing, good in the midst of it. And so, like, what does okay mean? And can I function right now? And am I doing all right? You know, I'm doing all right. My camera to be skewed. Is it askew? It is askew. Maybe is that why it feels weird to me? I think that was it. Thank you for telling me. Okay, because it felt weird. Okay, that's what it was. Like, I don't know. I had like some kind of Dutch angle going, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking crazy. That's way better. Thank you. Thank you for saying so. That was that. I feel so much better now. That's really good. Yes, it was askew. But as is life, it's a metaphor for life, don't you know? That life can sometimes go askew. And what do we do about it? Well, we're going to talk about that today. How about you? What were you up to? Thank you for your life is a bit skewed. It is askew. I just had myself a banana, so I'm just coursing with potassium and whatever else is in bananas. And I'm looking forward to stream today. It was hard for me because I've got this plan, right? So let me show you. Sugar? Yeah, I love me some banana. I don't think anybody should be allowed to say bananas are bad because they're really good. How close am I to? Well, that's really narrow. Oh, because I zoomed it in. That's why. Whoops. Yeah, I zoomed it in. That's a problem. Okay. York. And then york. That's better. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Why was it so narrow? Because I zoomed it in yesterday for the little project we were doing. All right, do there. Bananas don't like me even outside the sugar. Bananas don't like you. That's terrible. Hi, Jones. Good to see you, man. How's things? Hope you're feeling better. Are you over the cold yet? Did that go away? Are we done with the cold? I hope we are. I wanted to show you. What did I want to show you? The downloads folder, and then this thing here. Yeah, that thing. So this is the plan, right? Like, so this is the actual schedule. Banana flavoring and banana are not the same thing. I wouldn't put those in the same boat because they are one is not as isn't real. It's fake. Flu stuff is finally out of my lungs. Coughed most of it out. So this is I'm not going to argue with you. Like I know your tummy better than you know your tummy. But yeah, so this is the new plan. And for me, yeah, Sorry, what are you sorry for? Not liking banana? It's okay. It didn't hurt the banana's fault. Haven't tried to full on sprint in a while. Yeah, go outside, run around the block as fast as you possibly can, and whatever comes out is what was left. So anyway, I just wanted to share kind of the plan right now because it's a big deal to me to have a consistency, and it's really hard for me, actually. It's really difficult for me to just buckle down, call it, this is the plan, because I'm all over the map. And so this is me trying to be sane for your sake and mine. And so the plan is Monday is Devo, and then Minecraft. Tuesday is creator topic. And then this is the one, this didn't work yesterday because when I asked if anybody wanted to go into it, nobody said yes. So we just we played Final Fantasy. And then Wednesday is going to be the hot topic of whatever we're going to talk about today. And then Destiny 2 for a while because I'm really digging it. And I just spent $50 on it yesterday. So I may as well play it. And then Weird Thursday is going to be just a series of weird things. And then hopefully Final Fantasy Rebirth after the weirdness. Along with my good friend XV2, who will be taking over stream on Thursdays so I can have some time off. And get my head, straight. That's why I had him commissioned. He's an android who takes over for stream, and he's going to do his best. So be nice to him. But that's the hope, is I can get that out tomorrow. We'll see. He might evolve. So I'm gonna try to put him in place on Thursday, even though everything's not perfect for him. We had a yesterday's discussion of, hey, you know what? He should just be in your room. I'm like, all right. I mean, we could. So we'll see how that goes. I'll try. I know I have to record probably a minute. What would be a good loop? Like a minute of my background, and in on camera, and then put him in it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. How are you? What's going on? And if not, remove the clock. The clock's always wrong anyway. Actually, it's close today. I must have started it right on time or something. That can't be right. I can't believe it's on. How did it update? You've got the right date. All right. Cool. Then yeah. I have to make the clock into something else. I wonder if we can do it. Yeah, well, I was wondering the same thing, Zach. If you go Defender. See if it does it, because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It's very temperamental. What do you guys think? Can I ask your honest opinion? I'm going to do a quick poll. How many people? I'm not going to look how many people. Yesterday hurt my feelings. The poll. So, I'm going to ask about the music for Devo. Boppy stuff, or Devo drone, or Okay, so I'm gonna do a 1-minute poll. So the question is, hello. The command is it is question mark clock. That's what I'm saying. It's not. It doesn't pick it up sometimes, which is a little weird. So the question is, what when it comes to the music, because I'm torn, right? I like what we're doing here. It works for the background music. The drone is far more kind of doesn't get in the way, and then the blues, I just think it sounds cool. So I'm gonna or the soft jazz. I'm gonna put a vote out for 1 minute just to get some opinions instead of asking in chat. And what are your thoughts on the song? Could you, if I did a talk where it was walking in God's blessings leads to true blessings, Psalm 111, and we were talking about that, and it was with this kind of music, would it make you crazy? Or is it fine? Because I don't mind either way. Or do you want the Devo drone, right? The Devo drone, or this? right? And I honestly don't know. Can I make a critique that not this music, but music? Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. What music? That's why I'm giving those options, right? For what do you think? Because I was torn between the soft jazz and the Devo drone myself, because obviously it's a little bit more. There's jazz. All right, we'll start with Walk Through the Park. I like Walk Through the Park. When you start the stream, you have super hype music, and then when you bring the volume down, you just bring it down too far, kills the hype. Yes, well, that's it. And I feel the same way. Like the hype music, where we're doing this. Did you say butt music? That'd be different. That'd be a little different. That's this, and it's I don't mind it. I like it. But when when you dip into the Devo, it is a pretty harsh change. I completely agree. That's why I was wondering, is it too jarring? Does it become boring? Like, would this help if it was in the background to be able to play? I really don't care. The only one that I don't like is when it's sitting there going don't like repetitively. Then that kind of drives me crazy. But this kind of stuff I don't mind. You cannot hear the music right now. It's so funny, man. We fought with this. It's at exactly 45. Well, I guess 43. And we talked about this. So, Samus, can you hear the music? You can. Zach can't. But you can hear me. I don't know. Ferret, can you hear the music? And because it should be cronking away in the background there. There you go. That took long enough. Although it froze it. I'm having Sour Patch Kids today. Not my favorite. You can. It's low. Well, it's meant to be low, but not in the way. So what the problem was, I had it up. I had it up here, and it was apparently too loud. Right. That's only up 5 decibels. So we agreed after much deliberation that around 45 is the better place to do. So I'm gonna just leave it there and assume Zach needs to go shower the stuff out of his ears. He probably all the loud rock music from his youth has damaged his ability to hear. That's the issue. Him and his hippity hop. You know what I'm saying? That cronk music. Do you have a transition playlist of chill video games that'll maybe help to reduce the jarring effect? I was once youthful. Maybe. I do have some more chiller. What was it? I had one that was. Yeah, it's lo-fi. But to me, it's too low. Right? This is that middle ground. I guess we haven't listened to lo-fi in a while, so we can why not? Chicken banana? Is that the song? All right, yeah, send me a link and we can figure that out. In the meantime, why don't we go back to the jazz so that we can discover this. I'm so tired of the lo-fi. I can't even. I really can't. Like, even listening to it, it's just grates on my nerves. It's a song. It's a Bobby Catchy song. All right, send it to me and I'll listen to it later. In the meantime, why don't I pray and we will jump into just kind of the talk. By all means, that is not the right song. Music. I'm losing my mind here. That's a little too soft. That's fine. I can go find the same thing in Spotify. Not the end of the world. Yeah. Cool. All right, let me pray. God, thanks for the day. Thanks for stream. Thanks for everybody who comes and who will come. For those who are here, being consistent and so showing such care. Thank you for those who are coming to listen. Those who are coming just to lurk. Thank you for those who are coming to participate. This is an amazing opportunity. I pray as we go to Psalm 111 and 112 that you would open our hearts, help us to see well what you want to say in there and how we can understand it in light of this, all the stuff we're all going through, because it can be hard to understand. So help me speak it well and understand it better, and for us to be able to walk away knowing of your love and your consistency and how living under you is better. Amen. All right, thank you. So let's talk a little bit about Psalm 111, 112. Born young, and I've been through generations of experience that have created an old man that'll get off my lawn. And man, you can be on my lawn. I don't even care. I'm not that guy. I don't care about my grass. I know everybody is like they care so much about their grass. It's like, I don't care about the grass. I care about the people in the house. I care about the people, that want to step on the grass. I don't care about the actual grass. It's just grass. But that's just me. Okay. The plan. So I want to share with you just this Psalm, obviously. And it is if you don't know what Psalm 11 and Psalm 12 is, they are both acrostics. That means it goes through the Hebrew alphabet. And they're kind of paired songs. They're like mirrors of each other. Psalm 111, it talks about God. And then Psalm 112, it talks about someone who follows God, right? And then this goes through the 8. What? Did I tap it again? Yeesh. Okay, well, I don't know when I muted it did, but I'll just say that they're Psalm 111 is an acrostic about God. Psalm 112 is an acrostic about people who follow God. So I'm going to read 111 and then I'm going to read 112, and we're going to spend more time talking about 112 because I think we can all kind of get past the idea of who God is. The question is our response, especially in light of the difficult circumstances that we're in. Because you go through everybody who's in chat right now, right? Me included. And everybody's going through some stuff, and it's some pretty serious stuff. It's not your standard everybody kind of going through bad stuff. I have a test in school, I don't have enough money, but I'm worried, whatever. It's big stuff, huge stuff, life altering, mind changing, health, life, relationship, big deal stuff. And so I wanted, this was part of my Devo this morning, and as I was kind of reading through it, my instinct was very much to not talk about it because it's easy to misinterpret. The misinterpretation of, and you'll see it later, is basically if you follow God, everything's going to go great. And then immediately, right, you're going to have people in chat and you're going to have me, being like, well, I do, and it's not. So what am I doing wrong? And that's the issue. I want to make sure that we talk about it up front and just give that caveat up front, is that one of the reasons I didn't want to talk about it is because of that reason. But if we take it apart a bit by bit and we look at it, it should make more sense. So I'll read Psalm 111 and then I'm going to read Psalm 112, and you guys can see the balance. Notice that verse 1 and 112, they kind of counterbalance each other, and one is the reflection of the other. So, praise the Lord. I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart, in the company of the upright in the congregation. Great are the works of the Lord, studied by all who delight in them. Full of splendor and majesty is his work, and his righteousness endures forever. He has caused his wondrous works to be remembered. The Lord is gracious and merciful. He provides food for those who fear him. He remembers his covenant forever. He has shown his people the power of his works in giving them the inheritance of the nations. The works of his hands are faithful and just. All his precepts are trustworthy. They are established forever and ever to be performed with faithfulness and uprightness. He sent redemption to his people. He has commanded his covenant forever. Holy and awesome is his name. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and all those who practice it have a good understanding. His praise endures forever. Now, keep that in mind. Let's read 112. Praise the Lord. Blessed is the man who fears the Lord. Right? So there's the number. I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. It's here somewhere. Praise the Lord. I will give thanks with my whole heart. Okay. Sorry. Blessed is man who fears the Lord, who greatly delights in his commandments. His offspring will be the mighty in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed. Wealth and riches are in his house, and his righteousness endures forever. Light dawns in the darkness for the upright. He is gracious, merciful, and righteous. It is well with the man who deals generously and lends, who conducts his affairs with justice. For the righteous will never be moved. He will be remembered forever. He is not afraid of bad news. His heart is firm, trusting in the Lord. His heart is steady. He will not be afraid until he looks in triumph on his adversaries. He has distributed freely. He has given to the poor. His righteousness endures forever. His horn is exalted in honor. The wicked man sees it and is angry. He gnashes his teeth and melts away. The desire of the wicked will perish. So you see at the very beginning, like Psalm 111 is God, right? God causes his wonderful works. God is full of majesty. God is full of righteousness. God's works are great. He's the provider. He is the one who shows power. He's the one who is faithful and just, and that what he says is trustworthy. You go down to this one, and you have the response, hey, Girk, good to see you, man, which is, blessed is the man who fears the Lord, who delights greatly in his commandments. So God speaks commandments, and where's the blessing? The blessing is the one who delights in those commandments. His offspring will be mighty in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed. You're going to hear the word upright a lot. Wealth and riches are in his house, and his righteousness endures forever. No worries, man. We're just glad you're here. That's the one that could be confused, right? We're going to talk about that a little bit. But if the results of the person who delights in the commands, who will have, a strong offspring, or will have a generation of people that come after them that understand God, that know God because of their influence, that generation will be blessed because that person is in it, the one who's following God. Their house will be full of wealth and riches, and his righteousness endures forever. The wealth and riches, I don't need to over spiritualize, but there's two sides of that. One is somebody who follows God's precepts when it comes to how to live in this world is going to do better with their money, going to do better with their investing, going to do better with how they're perceived by other people, do better in business transactions because they're going to be known as honest and forthright and responsible, and it goes better. One of the reasons that the Jewish nation continues on, and one of the reasons that they continuously are oppressed, is because the ones who are following God's precepts about how to deal with money or how to deal with people, it ends up leading to good business practices. It does. And so therefore, that's part of it. If you follow God, it's not one-to-one, as in you will, if you follow God, you're going to be wealthy and full of riches. But if you follow God's precepts, there's a good chance that you are going to be much better with your money. You're not going to be spending it on stuff you don't need. You're not going to be, wasting it. You're not going to be addicted to stuff because you're following God. And therefore, you have a better chance of having decent finances. Righteousness endures forever. Light dawns in the darkness for the upright. He is gracious, merciful, and righteous. This is kind of where I wanted to go. I want to make sure we talked about the wealth thing, but this is what for us is the big deal, who are going through stuff. For those who follow God, right? Again, the precursor is blessed man who fears the Lord, delighting in the commandments. So fear the Lord isn't you're terrified of him. Fear the Lord is you respect God the most, right? He is the most important. His opinion is the most important. Given the choice between choose what you want and what he wants, you choose what you want because you respect him more. You have that kind of fear. And you delight in the commandments. It's not that you just obey begrudgingly, but you recognize that when God speaks, his commandments are good. They lead to good things. They lead to a better life. As in, I'll give a great example. I know people who are going through something similar to stuff that I've gone through, or stuff that you've gone through difficult situations financially or relationally or health wise. And if you watch the one who doesn't know God, who doesn't fear the Lord, they're losing their marbles, right? They're spending on stuff they don't need. They're freaking out. They're using it as an excuse to sin, to hurt others, hurt themselves. That negative experience really screws them up. The one who sees God's commandments as, like I have to do them, this is just the way it is, they tend to be resentful. God's like, oh, they know they shouldn't be horrible to people. They know they shouldn't, lash out in anger. They know they shouldn't push people away. They know they shouldn't, they need to forgive, but because they're doing it begrudgingly, they're kind of resentful. Their heart's not in the right place. They're angry with God. Like, I don't want to do this, and I don't like having to do this, and this is miserable. I'll do it anyway because God said so. They don't end up feeling great. But the ones who delight are the ones who go, you know what? When I follow what God wants, I can go to sleep at night, and I'm not like racked with problems like I have been in the past. I can go to places and talk, and I know that I'm not going to be the one who can be accused of stuff because I'm trying to follow God. And that lets me delight in it. Even might be harder sometimes, but nobody can, stick anything to me because I'm trying to follow God. When I go to my bank account, or when I go to my friends, or when I go to my church or whatever, I try to live upright. So therefore, I have a better reputation as opposed to people having to dance around me. I'm not, my kids care about me more, or my family, or I care about my parents, have a preference towards me because I'm doing my best to follow God, and it makes my life better. That's delighting in the commands. Ate an egg, had a panic attack till I gave it to God. Seem to be doing okay now. You're very allergic to egg? Oh, bummer. Did you end up having to go to the hospital? I hope not. So, greatly delights in the commands. So, if you are that person that I just kind of described, maybe how people say what people say about you and not to be true, and who believes it. It's true. It's true. It's all you lived. Okay, good. I'm glad. And it's true because I'll tell you a silly story that kind of pops into my head. When I went to Hinton, which is where I grew up, and it was, 15 years ago. I haven't been back in forever. And I was sitting in a restaurant at one point, and someone came up, the waitress came up to me, some server or whatever, and they came up and they said, are you, Alan Deschanel? And I'm like, yeah. It was like, wow, you sure did get into trouble back in school. What can I give you? And it bugged me. Because not because I'm above reproach, like as in I've never done anything wrong, but my reputation in school was not a troublemaker. And I'm like, what are you talking? Like, I didn't say it out loud. I'm like, what are you talking about? A, I don't know who you are. I don't remember your name. B, I don't know if we ever connected to each other. And C, I don't know who you're talking about. I assume she was just making conversation, but I'm like, I don't know what you mean. What? And, anyway, my point is that it is crazy how people can look at you and who will believe what when you're like, it clearly is wrong. But that's on them, not you. You can go to sleep at night knowing that it wasn't you. You can go out and have people, give you the stink eye, but it's not you. It's them. Following God makes it so much easier. Yeah, exactly. Trying to feel a connection. Exactly. It just missed by a mile. All right, so this is kind of where I wanted to concentrate, and this is part of it. Light dawns in the darkness for the upright. He's gracious, merciful, and righteous. So a lot of you guys are feeling darkness. You guys are in a place where your heart is, you don't see a lot of light, at the end, literally at the end of the tunnel, where you're like, everything's dark. It's only getting worse. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to follow God. I'm trying to be, upright. And yet at the same time, I don't have much hope for it getting better, right? The promise though, is that light will dawn in the darkness for the upright. In other words, as you follow God and as you see the situation, because of your new perspective, because of your Christian worldview, because of your biblical worldview, because God has given you different eyes, different priorities. God has given you his word. God has given you his spirit. God has given you so much to be able to kind of process what's happening from his perspective. It ends up, you end up being able to go, oh, okay, I see what's happening now. It sort of in the way you can say, like, you know that the enemy isn't the person standing in front of you. The enemy is the principalities and powers. The enemy is sin. The enemy is the tempter. Like, the person sitting in front of me is not my enemy, even though they're the one freaking out. That's light. Being able to kind of go, I see things differently than other people. I'm experiencing it differently. I'm able to see it through a different worldview. That's light in the darkness. It may not be resolving the situation. It may not take away the problem, but what it'll do is it'll give you a godly source of wisdom. It'll also, because you're obeying God, give you it'll be like, well, now go confess your sins to your fellow believers. Now go and be with other people. Now go to worship, even if you don't feel like it. Open your word and read it, even though if you don't feel like it. Go and be serving others, even if you don't feel like it. Because as you obey, because you know that God's word is truth, and you know that when God speaks, his commandments are good, and that when you obey them, your life is better. As you do that, suddenly that light starts to shine in. You get encouragement from people that you would have normally avoided. You get wisdom from places that you never would have thought, and you never thought of, because someone saw it and they gave it to you. As you serve, you're able to give, and also you seem to be receiving more from who you serve. You know what I mean? Like, more and more. And it ends up being like, you're like, wow, there is light in the midst of this, because, and again, scrolling up, blessed is the one who delights in his commandments. Because you're delighting in the commandments, right? So it's probably hitting on you. Nope. Nobody hits on me. Okay. It is well with the man who deals generously, he is gracious, merciful, and righteous. In that light, as you conduct yourself and you see light in the darkness, you are going to live differently. You're going to see things differently. You're going to experience it differently. And therefore your response is going to be different. Have you ever been, like, maybe you had a dad, or maybe you had a mom, maybe you had a grandparent, aunt, uncle, or a friend or teacher or whatever, that when you could tell they were having a bad day because they were mean. You could tell they were having a bad day because they were cruel. You could tell they were having a bad day because they would lash out and hurt. And you just kind of hoped that the day went well for them, because that you knew that if it was dark or it was bad, they're going to try to spread that darkness to you, to everyone else. Because instead of trying to elevate others, they want everyone to feel miserable. They want everybody to feel bad. And so that way, if everybody feels as bad as them, at least they can feel like they're part of the crowd. If you are obeying God's commands, if you're you're delighting in his law, you're reading his word, you're trying to walk in the spirit, as you are in the darkness, you will find ways to be gracious. Now, grace, it means you give things that people don't deserve, right? You forgive people who don't ask for it. You share with people who you think are gonna waste it anyway. You serve people who you're never gonna serve you back. You give graciously. You give to people who don't deserve it. And you end up going, if I do that, I know I can live better. I know that I'll live in God's light. And it's, even though you are in a rough place, you're able to be gracious. Now, why is that? Because God's strength is in you through your obedience, in you through your understanding of the word, in you through the Spirit of God being able to motivate you, because you're listening. Same with being merciful. Merciful is when you don't give people what they do deserve, right? That person who cut you off in traffic, or that person who stepped in front of you at the grocery store, that person who called you, or the telemarketer, or the whatever, someone who comes into your chat, someone who comes into your situation and is just kind of being a jerk. Instead of coming down on them harsh, instead of, slamming on your horn or being all grumpy and angry with them or giving them the side eye, because you are living with light in the midst of darkness, you have the ability to be merciful. You don't give them the stink eye. You don't lay on the horn. You don't call them a bunch of rude names. You don't, end up stomping on them or feeling like you want to, because as you delight in God's law, he gives you the power, the strength to be merciful. It's true. It sounds odd, and I know I want to pause because it sounds like I'm kind of devoing, and by which I mean, many of you have heard this before. You know what I mean? A lot of you have heard the idea that if you follow God, then things are going to be better and you'll be more patient and whatnot. So it's not new, But I want to pause for just a second and let you, if you are an experienced Christian or if you're someone who's been doing this for a while, to ask yourself the question: have you, in this, whatever you're going through, as you've been pursuing the light, have you noticed that you are more giving of things to people who don't deserve it? That you are more patient with the people who usually you'd be pretty upset with, or that you'd want to, punish back or whatever? You've been more merciful and you've been more righteous. In other words, all the excuses that you have to sin, to be tempted, to go off the rails, to anger, lust, gluttony, spreading fear, slander, gossip, all that opportunity you have for sin, you're actually not picking it up for the most part, right? You're letting it go by. Have you noticed in the midst, as you turn yourself to God, as you listen to his priorities, that you have more patience, you are friendlier, and you aren't falling apart and falling to temptation? Because I think that is a miracle. I remember when I was going through the training, or not, well, I guess not the training, but the big question there for the Alliance denomination, as they were like interviewing me, they're like, have you seen miracles? And I'm like, I assumed what they meant was like, have I seen anybody, the lame walk, the blind see, have I ever seen anybody regrow an arm? And I'm like, no, do you believe that they can happen? I believe they can, I've never seen one. And then the guy's like, if we're not talking about only big miracles, what about the miracles you've seen where people's lives change, where they're able to go from addicted to non-addicted? They go from angry to non-angry. Their marriage goes from completely broken to loving. Have you seen those miracles? And I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I've seen lots of those. And it kind of, I remember that all the time, because those really are miracles. If you are the kind of person who can go through really hard times, miserable, dark, yucky times, and you find yourself able to be gracious, like you're having a bad day, you go to the store, you go to the Starbucks, you go to the whatever, and the person across from you are instinctually nice to, you're instinctually kind to, you start a conversation with people, like you're grumping, you're like, in your own heart, you're grumping, and you're like, bah, 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 bah. But then when someone comes in, you get this sort of influx of the ability to be gracious to them, friendly to them, kind to them, merciful to them. Whereas, you would have spazzed out. It's almost not worth it. You ever driving or whatever and something bad happens, you're like, it's not even worth me freaking out. I got more problems than this. I think you could look at that and see a miracle. You could see a miracle. If you look back at, say, how you dealt with this stuff ages ago, say, last year before kind of thing, when things went sideways, you used it as an excuse to sin. You used it as an excuse to yell at people, to jump into bad stuff on the internet, to waste time, to waste money, to jump into debt, to make other people afraid, to spread the misery. And now, after walking through it for a while, you find that those instincts are less. You don't feel like like when bad stuff happens, you're going to go straight to being a big poopy pants. You're like, you know what? I've done that. I would say that's a miracle. As you delight in God's law and recognize that's really not helping, you're trying to use God's wisdom, lets you see light and experience righteousness. I think that's amazing. I was talking to somebody, chatting with somebody today going through a really hard time, or yesterday, and they were going through a really, really hard time. And there's a big long paragraph that basically said, I don't see light at the end of the tunnel. This is only bad road. I don't see anything other than misery, and it's only going to get worse. And the thing I've signed up for or that not I didn't sign up for. The thing that's happening to me is apparently going to last at least 2 more years. It's awful, and I just don't see how it's going to get any better. Part of the reason I wanted to give this Devo is in light of that, because this is sort of the math, right? As you go through this, yeah, you're going to contribute to some bad stuff. Yeah, you're going to feel kind of yucky. Yeah, you're going to, your mental health issues are going to flare up, and your emotional baggage is going to, weigh you down. That's just human. But if you walk through this situation and ask yourself the question, what does God want me to do? What has God taught me to do in this? What does God's word say about this? And be like, I'm going to go through it that way. Instead of my instincts, instead of using it for an excuse to sin, instead of, spreading the misery, I'm going to walk in the delight of God's commandments. As you do that, you're going to see, you're going to experience grace. You're going to experience mercy. You're going to experience righteousness from God. Because remember, that's where we started. Right? God is gracious. God is merciful. God is righteous. That's what we started. As you follow him, you're going to start reflecting God, because he's going to be working in your heart. And then over the course of this 1-2 years misery, whole bunch of stuff in a row, you will grow in character and grow to see yourself as growing as more gracious, more merciful, more righteous. And it's miraculous. Yeah, even in this situation, I'm happy. And it's bizarre, right? Like it's they talk about the peace that passes understanding. That's what the Bible says. And that's what that means. It's like, I shouldn't be. I don't understand why. But yeah, here we are. And I'm able to laugh. Like I've been through some really, really bad stuff over the last 4 years that I've been on stream. You guys have experienced some of it with me as I'm like, bye, and off I go. And then I send a really miserable, vague message to chat. Or to the Discord. And yet, I've never laughed so much as I have in the last 4 years. In my whole life, I've laughed more in the last 4 years than I did in the previous 43, right? Because I get to experience it with you guys. And that is a weird dichotomy. That is a weird thing, that as I'm trying to serve God and as I'm kind of leaping towards him and going, I don't know how the bills are going to get paid, and I don't know how you're going to solve the problem, and I don't know how I'm going to get through this stream, and I don't know this crippling freaking self-doubt that's happening. I'm just going to go anyway. And as I do that, as I try to delight in God's commandments, I experience laughter and joy and friends. It's miraculous, and it's odd. Really odd. Yeah, I like that. It's easy to think we have the right to sin in those situations. Yep. When the thing happens to us, I deserve to sin. Yeah, and I've definitely used that excuse, right? I've definitely used that excuse. Like, bad thing happened to me, bad thing was done to me, they're getting away with it, I want to do a bad thing too and get away with it. But you learn after a while, doesn't actually help. Like, now I just feel worse, and I feel crappy, and I'm far from God. I'm not delighting in his commandments. Now it just feels darker afterwards. You just learn it doesn't work. Let's keep going. It is well with the man who deals generously and lends, who conducts his affair with justice. I think this is a great example of opportunity, because one of the ways that some of you guys are struggling is in the area of finances, right? And so if it's so easy with finances, especially with money, to close your fist, to be like, I don't have enough, I have to give less. I don't have enough, I don't know where it's going to come from, I need to panic. I don't have enough, I need to go to the bank and get a loan. I don't have enough, I need to sell some stuff, panic, freak out, send people out for a job and make them feel miserable, instead of pausing and waiting and seeing if God will provide. This line here, it is well with the man who deals generously and lends, who conducts his affair with justice. In other words, the light that's going to come from delighting in his commands, part of that is recognizing that your money is not yours, and that as you deal generously, as you give it to people, as you are not trying to be fuzzy with the tax people, not trying to be fuzzy with the coupons, not trying to be fuzzy with the stealing stuff off the internet and trying to, whatever. As you conduct yourself with integrity, you get more light. You that's part of righteousness, right? It's amazing to me how easy it is for Christians to take their wallet and make that the one thing that God doesn't get to touch. Martin Luther said that, right? There's the conversion of the heart, the conversion of the mind, and the conversion of the wallet. That is the third conversion. And it's very true, because as soon as you start, you look into the world and things go sideways and the tariffs happen and the politics and the wars and the rumors of wars and all that stuff, it's easy for even a Christian to go, well, I need to be a good steward. And what they mean by that is I'm not going to be generous anymore. I'm going to cut my tithe, and I'm going to cut helping people, and I'm going to pull everything inward, and I'm going to buckle down, and I'm going to be a good steward. Well, the truth is, a good steward is generous as well, right? That's part of it. If you want to feel better in the darkness of debt and in the darkness of financial scariness and whatnot, live generously. Does that mean you give away money when you're in debt? No. It means that you look for opportunities to bless people with what you have, right? Because if you give from your credit card, or you give from your line of credit, you're not giving your money. You're giving the bank's money. That's not being generous. It's being foolish. But in what ways can you be generous within what you have? For the righteous will never be moved. He will be remembered forever, right? The legacy that you'll have. How many of you feel right now, like legit, with what you have going on, feel like you are like at sea with no anchor, right? I know I've felt that in the past, where the sail is up, there's no rudder, there's no oars, and there's no anchor, and you just feel like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I don't know what's going to happen. There's a storm coming, and there's a storm happening, and I have no control. And then as you go through it, and as you learn to trust God, suddenly as the storm crashes against you, you really do have that the promise of Jesus, where he says, if you build your life on me, the solid rock, you will have stability, you will have security. When the storms come, and your life's not going to fall apart. And you learn that it doesn't fall apart. You are more immovable when the bad stuff happens, and you are able to kind of keep going. And not only are you more immovable for your sake, as in it's not as easy for you to get knocked over, but now other people can hold on to you, right? For me, my kids, neighborhood, friends, the people that I'm serving, if they see me go through stuff and I'm not falling apart, right, they can go, I can trust him because he looks like he has a stability, and I'd like to be able to, attach to that, and then I can help others. It's quite incredible, and again, a miracle. He's not afraid of bad news. His heart is firm, trusting in the Lord. I think that's amazing, because I struggle with this. I wait at all times for the shoe to drop, for the next piece of bad news. That's how I exist. When's it going to happen? Because I know it's going to happen. When? Where? What's going to come down? When's the big bad going to be happening? And I live in this sort of perpetual state of anticipating bad. And it's not good. I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's definitely a bad thing that I do, and a struggle that I have. But as you trust God more, right? You trust his character. As you go through bad stuff and you get out the other side of it, or you're able to go through it and you learn character through it, you learn, when the bad thing does happen, I'm not going to fall apart. I will be less movable, right? God will give me the ability to be gracious and merciful and righteous through it. I will be able to remain upright. I will see light when the bad news comes. So when things are bad, and again, I struggle with this, so this is me preaching to myself, and that is, you don't have to be afraid of the bad news that might come if you know that as the bad news has come already, you have been able to face it and get through it and experience some yuck, but be out the other side. I think that's a good reminder to me anyway. It's a good reminder to not sit there and wait for the bad things to happen. It's okay to just to keep moving. And the heart is firm thing, right? His heart is firm, trusting in the Lord. That's where that comes from. I believe God is stronger. And if you go back up here, right? God is a provider. God is the one who has power. God is the one who is faithful and just. Everything he says is trustworthy. Everything's established forever, right? All that allows you to go, if that's true, then I can trust him. And therefore, my heart will be firm, not like water, not easily changeable, which means I don't have to be afraid of the next pile of bad news that's coming, because I'll get through it because God is big enough. Does that make sense? I'm going to pause for a second because I'm kind of blasting forward. Is any of this resonating? Is any of this catching anybody with, does anybody experience this kind of stuff, or is it something you're currently struggling with? I'm going to pause before we keep going. We only got a few verses left, but I want to kind of hear from you guys before I do that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My new cup is so pretty. I like it. It was cool when I was filling it up too, because it was like the hearts were turning red, which I thought was neat. I'm gonna take a bite of my cheese. Okay. I'll keep going. His heart, he's not afraid of bad news. His heart is firm. His heart is steady. He will not be afraid until he looks in triumph on his adversaries. Like, that's sort of very similar. Just trying to remind myself not to blame God for stuff and to keep my identity in what he says you are. But I think another part of it is I said it earlier, which is just do the good thing even if you don't feel like it. Right? I'm gonna go do what I know is right, even if I don't feel like it. And as people say this, as you move, your emotions will catch up. As you do it, your motivation will catch up. It just takes that first initial step, which is what you hear everywhere. It's like, how do I change my life? How do I get over procrastination? How do I deal with all my learning disabilities? And one of the big pieces of advice is just lie to yourself and be like, I'm going to go do this for like 5 minutes and then I'll be done. And you'll find that all you needed was that initial step, and suddenly you're there and you're actually able to do it. And you're, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And you're like, wow, I did 3 times more than I thought. And the reason is because that initial obedience carries some momentum in the same way. That's what we're talking about here, right? It's not just like God is good to me, but also I know that I'll see light if I just keep doing things right, doing things the right way. Hey, Pineapple. Good to see you. Welcome. Life for sure is battles and blessing. We think as a Christian there should be only blessings. We'll get discouraged and lose faith. Yeah. And that's why the health and wealth gospel is so terrible. It's why it's so awful for anybody to be preaching that, because it doesn't lead to hope. You think that God's on your side and everything will be better. It would make you hopeful. It doesn't. It leads to nothing but misery, because your life is going to go sideways, because there are going to be things outside of your control, and you're only going to feel like God hates you, or that you're not trying hard enough, or that God isn't on your side, and you're going to be discouraged. Because what's the point? If the whole point of God is to make me feel better and I'm not feeling better, either there's no God or he doesn't like me. And that is a terrible way to live. But if it's God is with me in the midst of this, God is going to give me light in the midst of this darkness, that I can remain firm, that I can remain righteous, that I will be able to experience joy, blessing, happiness, in the middle of the struggle, because he's miraculously with me. That makes a lot more sense. Suddenly there is blessings, right? There's blessings. It makes me think of the Beatitudes, right? Blessed are all these things that nobody wants to be, right? Those who mourn, those who are persecuted. Blessed are those who are, why can't I remember any of the Beatitudes? Nope. Matthew 5. The poor in spirit, those who mourn, the meek, those who hunger, right? Those who have to give mercy. In other words, they're giving mercy to people who deserve to be punished. Pure in heart, the ones who are innocent and aren't experiencing what other people are experiencing. Peacemakers, the ones who stick their noses in places that are really difficult to stick their noses in because they feel as though they can do some good there. Like, all these things are not great places to be. But at the same time, in the midst, and the promise of God is that you will be blessed in the middle of it. Blessed or happy or content or connected to God are those who, because God connects to those in the middle of that stuff. Not afterwards, not gets you out of it, but he's there in the midst. He is the gift in the middle. He is the strength in the middle. He is the whole point of what's happening. Hello, Star Blue. His heart is steady. He will not be afraid until he looks in triumph of his adversaries. Steady, firm, same thing. He has distributed freely. He has given to the poor. His righteousness endures forever. His horn is exalted in honor. It's repetitive, but it's a reminder again of the generosity, right? That you, in the midst of your difficulty, in the darkness, in the fear, in the hard part, a righteous person, a good man, a good person, a good woman, good man, good Christian, looks for opportunities to be generous, looks for opportunities to give, looks for people who are going through a bad time and wants to serve them. And as they do that, that's where their hope and their peace and their blessing and all that stuff comes from. But if you're at home and you're like, I'm going to wait until I feel better, I'm going to wait until my money's better, I'm going to wait until everything is better, then I'll go bless, then I'll go to church, then I'll go talk to people, then I'll whatever. It's not how it works. That's not the math. You have to do that while you're still feeling not great. Be honest, confess your sins, work with people, be generous, and God, as you obey, you feel that's where you experience the light. Yes, the health and wealth gospel means when things go wrong, there are only two people to blame, God or you. In reality, we fight the world, flesh and the devil. Yeah, and we have infinite resources to do so. The health and wealth gospel does not allow for people like the person born blind, where Jesus was asked who has sinned, him or his parents. Yeah, and that's it, right? It's just sometimes bad things happen. Sometimes bad things happen. And things will continue to happen. And that's the question is, how do we get through them in this world before we get to, when we finally get to heaven and we endure, righteousness endures forever, means we're going to be with God and, exalted, we're raised up with Christ. That kind of, when that happens, that's good. But what do we do in the meantime? Samus, he's the gift in the middle. Sounds like a lesson for a video game. Is there something like that in Celeste? Celeste is self-discovery, right? Battling self, battling your darker urges, battling depression, trying to get over the hump within your own strength and having to believe that you have to get past the belief that you are you can't make it, that you're gonna fail. You have to fight that urge so that you can push yourself up there, and then by the other side you feel accomplished because of how strong you are. Christians don't really see it that way, right? Christians don't really see it that way. Well, we do battle with ourselves, like the whole Celeste versus her shadow self. We do that, but our strength isn't in us, right? Our strength isn't in us. I guess in a sort of an odd way, you could almost make it be like Celeste is the person and God is the controller, like is you, the one who is making things happen, the one who is allowing her to continue to try, even though she would be dying, but she's coming back and trying again. That there is something beyond Celeste, and that is the person outside who's able to see what's going on, plan, practice, knows what's going to happen, able to do all the manipulation beyond what she'd be able to do herself, even to fight her own battles, right? Like I'd probably make that, but I don't think that's what they are. That's not they think, but I think we could probably squeeze a little illustration out of there. Thinking Lion King daily basis. Sometimes bad things happen. You can either run from it or learn from it. Yeah, they are going to happen. Exactly. The wicked man sees it and is angry. He gnashes his teeth and melts away. The desire of the wicked will perish. I love the Psalms sometimes. They always end a little off from what I would ever end them. But like the wicked man sees it. I don't know what it is. It's either going to be it as in his righteousness, or it as in his horn being exalted and the enduring righteousness. And the wicked man, which is the opposite of what we're talking about. The one who is miserable, the one who is trying to control things, the one who is trying to use his wealth and ignores God and is trying to manipulate the planet in order to be able to for their own advantage. The one who uses their misery as an excuse to sin. They see this person who's going through bad stuff and going through hard times and is strong, and their response usually is to be angry. I know for a fact that I've gone through things because of how I'm facing it, right? And at the end of it, after I've gone through bad stuff and they've gone through similar bad stuff, and their life is wrecked and their heart is wrecked and their reputation is wrecked or whatever. And they look at me and I'm like, things are going okay. Their response isn't, wow, I should have done better. It's to be angry. It's to get upset. They gnash their teeth. But then eventually they melt away because they have nothing to stand on. Yeah, really. Yeah, curse God and die. That's Job's wife, yeah. It's hopeless. Give up. Sam said, sorry, I'm thinking it's kind of like the power person isn't there for the beginning of the game, but the next time you go through, you find out that he was there making things safer for you all along. If there's a game like that, there shouldn't. Yeah. Actually, there's a few games out there, a few indie games, now you think about it, where it's got time travel kind of thing, where you push the block and then you travel and then the block moves and then you're able to use your previous self and like do something because of the actions you've done in the past, or because you're able to, I've heard of a few that literally are because of you have to learn from your mistakes, or you have to learn, or your past self has to help your future self kind of thing. Those do exist, right? Usually it's your own power, but at the same time, there's no such thing as a perfect Christian game. It gives you a headache and a jawache, and then you can blame others for that. You can blame, the person that you're grinding your teeth at. Yeah. There's a lot I want to say. Like I've got freaking notes for days. Like I've got so much that I'd love to share about this. And maybe I can pass it along if you guys want me to, but I think we've done sufficient. I don't need to push too hard on it. It's basically all I want you to know, to summarize, really, is if you live God's way, if you live according to the word, if you live trying to seek him, if you're trying your best to delight in his commands and fear the Lord, then in the middle of all your yuck, you're going to find God. He's going to be there with you. You'll have strength that you don't understand. You'll be able to see things in ways you never could before. You'll be able to experience a sense of joy and mercy and grace and peace that you wouldn't be able to understand otherwise, and wouldn't if you weren't obeying. But it all stems from whether or not you're willing to do things God's way, and whether or not you're willing to delight in what he has told you to do. That's the secret sauce, right? That's the secret sauce. And the next message, the next talk is, well, what does God want? Right? But that's going to be different for everybody. It's going to be different for you and your situation, right? Like, what does God want from you who's serving someone who isn't picking it up, right? Who is care? Well, he serve them, keep serving them, love them, right? What about the ones who are in debt and they feel terrible? They want to get out. Well, it means that you're going to have to live some austere. You're going to have to ask for help. You're going to have to repent. You're going to have to, things are going to be different, and you have to do things God's way. What if people are mad at you, or you have to ask forgiveness? What if you're mad at someone else and it's making you miserable? Give them forgiveness. Like the things that God wants you to do, can you delight in them and then see on the other side that it's better? He is the gift in the middle. as you do that and you experience God, you'll be like, God, I don't know what's happening, but God's here. And I should be feeling bad, but I'm not. And I should be falling apart, but I'm not. And I should be broke, but I'm not. And I should be, and I'm not. And why? It's because I met God in the middle of it. And this is where he is, and he's given me strength. Jesus is in the boat. He's in the boat. There's a storm, sure, but Jesus is in my boat. And so therefore I don't need to fear it. Yeah. Well, and Old Testament Judges, yeah, exactly, right? Or, sorry, I didn't read the previous one. I'm like, but yeah, the time of the Judges, where everybody ran to the wrong thing, and then God's like, if you go to the wrong thing, things are going to go badly, and then they go badly, and then they have to get rescued again. All right, that's the Devo. Let me just close in prayer. I usually don't, but I'm gonna, and then we'll move on to whatever you guys want to talk about. God, thank you that you are good, that you are trustworthy, that your precepts and your commands and your verses and your word is useful, very useful. It's hard sometimes, but you also give us your spirit to be able to give us the strength. You give us the community of believers to be able to help us out. You give us examples in scripture. And of course you give us yourself to be able to work miracles in our lives. I pray that for each of the ones going through tough times, really tough stuff, physical stuff, emotional stuff, relational stuff, mental stuff, that you would give them the ability to have a soft conscience towards what you want them to do, for them to understand your presence in it, and that they would delight in doing things your way. Yes, so they can experience peace. Yes, so they can experience mercy, and so they can be able to know your presence. But that's why they want to be thirsty for you. Help them be thirsty for your righteousness and for your presence. Amen. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to jump over to Just Chatting. Then I'll read that message. Been through Judges again? Immediately. Yeah. Like, and it's an indictment on us too, right? Like how quickly we forget. Like I've learned the lesson, trust God, he's got your back, dozens of times. I really have. Like it's God will help me financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, whole 9 yards. He will help me. And he has. And he's worked miracles multiple times, but yet at the same time, when something goes a little askew, I'm there waiting for the bad news, and I'm afraid of the bad news and what bad thing's going to happen now. God has proven himself over and over. I'm just like the Israel in the time of the Judges, where I'm like, oh, what panic should I, do? What am I going to do? There's bad things happening. And God's like, yeah, there's bad things happening, but like, I've got it. I'll take care of it, as I always have. Just trust me and do things my way, and you'll get through. It's just, we're all very short-sighted, and I'm no different. Little testimony. I have a friend at church with motor neuron disease. On 2020, she could still do everything. Now she has a wheelchair, can't breathe unaided, and can't swallow, so has a food peg. Despite all that, it was only a few months ago that she stepped back from volunteering to help the Alpha course and has had to stop having small group meetings at her house. Only a couple months ago. That's crazy. Wow, that's strong. While my brain has been officially fried, been trying to get info in order to submit a request to the Homeowners Association. Right now, I'd rather fight a honey badger. I think most would, man. The HOA, it can be dangerous. The people who do that, who are super interested in that, are usually pretty persnickety. You know what I mean? That's who you want there. But at the same time, if they're persnickety against you, they're hard to deal with. Next step is destiny. But I'm not going to leap there immediately. I want to make sure that you guys have a chance to talk. And, bring up whatever you want to bring up. I'm happy to help. You like my shirt, by the way? I have a new shirt. Seriously. I'm gonna how can I disable that? Maybe I can disable that. Is that disableable? Can I tape it down? I'm gonna figure something out. Cause that I don't know why that happens so much. Like, what the heck? I don't know. Maybe I should just do it upside down. Right? Like, if I do this. And then I do this. Oop. That's probably going to be worse. I don't know. Is that... Maybe? What is that? What is it? What will that do? We'll have to. I guess we'll have to see. I sound the same to you guys, I assume. Right? It is odd. I should have a little bit more room. I've done that. I have a little bit more room on my keyboard. I was kind of bumping into the arm with my my hand because it was a little bit low. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Because having it is an awkward angle, so I shouldn't be able to hit it. Life hack. Stream life hack. Seems fine. That's okay. It worked. It worked. It's about communication. Did you get your communication across? You did. Well, then we're fine. All right. Does anybody have anything they want to kind of bring up? Anything they want to say? Anything you want to share? Anything you want prayer for? Anything you want to confess? Anybody want to talk about something? If not, we can we'll fire up Destiny and keep going. I am in the midst of trying to get level 6, I think, and it's hard. I've had to do so many missions. Having an ESA dog? ESA. What's ESA? Extra special. Yeah, I don't know what ESA means. Emotional supportive. Oh, okay. And so it's trained to be emotionally supportive, right? Like it's not just you got it and you're like, it's my emotional support animal. It's trained. Currently eating a ham hock and mustard sauce. Dude. That's not a confession, that's a brag. That's different. You're training it. Oh, that's cool. I think that's great. I know that I went to a friend's house a while back when I had friends. And they had kittens, and like, can I come see the kittens? And I just kind of sat there and played with them a bit, and I felt better afterwards, right? Like, kittens are adorable. How do you not like kittens? And then so yeah, I would think that having something like designed to make you feel better and is a living creature and nice and warm and loving, yeah, that's cool. Having something you take care of that's not your kid, I feel like the opposite. I feel exactly the opposite. Like, having to take something to not take care of that isn't your kid sounds like a miserable thing. I don't like that at all. I got enough things to keep alive around here without having to deal with something else. All right. Well, if I'm not going to get any play on the old, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm going to load up Destiny. You can join my fire team. I have a clan. It's level 1. We don't have more than two people in it, But if you want to play Destiny, it's actually on sale right now. If you want, like, not if you've never played, then play it before spending money, obviously. But the right now for the next few days, apparently it's 75% off. So I was able to get $200 worth of content for $50. And because I've really been enjoying it, because I've had a lot of fun with the leveling and FPS is apparently fun now for me. And well, it always was fun, but apparently I do it on stream now. I feel like I could justify the $50. You just bought Final Shape? I think I have that now. But we're gonna do stories today. That's the plan. When I have my kid, I'm happy. But I take care of a dog. No, thank you. Right? That's what I'm saying. I like my kids. They're enough, thank you. I'm gonna whatever the next part of the story is. I have to do the arrival and the something else. So that's what we're gonna do. You guys cool if I jump in? Kids are great, but you serve them, the dogs. The dog serves you. Not in my experience. I have not had that experience with animals. I haven't met a good dog. In my whole life. I've only ever met dogs that people apologize for. I'm thinking about getting a bug tank with giant millipedes. Ah! No. Apparently you can set up the whole tank around 70 pound. And the giant millipedes are 7 pounds each. They don't live a long time, but they lay eggs. So you end up... No. Oh, I hate what you just said. Every part of it. To front to back. Nope. Nope. The dog served itself for the most... Yeah, exactly. No, I won't be playing with Wholesome. He's not around. He's at work. He had to work at 6:45 a.m. Poor guy. Big difference between most people's pet dogs and trained working dogs. Yes, exactly. I agree. I just haven't met any of the good ones. Someday, I will. I went to a dog trainer's house. And I stepped in there and it was, oh, sorry, I apologize, sorry. All right. Whatever. And then when I don't react, like the dog's sitting there banging up against me and licking my knees and banging me in the crotch and I'm just kind of standing there looking at them like he doesn't exist. I get the same question. Do you not like dogs? Like, I can't say, well, I don't like your dog because that's rude. So what I usually say is, nope, I don't really like dogs because most of them I have not had a good experience with. I got a little one so chill. That's not what I'm told. I thought the little ones were less chill. By the way, all the pausing that we're doing right now, all the waiting that we're doing right now, it will end, I assure you, because I've got my new hard drive coming in. Why are we color keying? I want to remove that one. There. Odd. Yeah, it's super dark because there's nothing on it. It's supposed to be. Like I said, I moved it to the wrong hard drive and it's taking forever. I will see if there's a... I don't think there's a filter on it. Hold on, I gotta get to the... Where is that stupid thing? Gotta find a filter. Distro, there we go. Properties. Nope, filters. Distro AV Fix Alpha Blending. Yeah, it's... I don't know what that is. I don't know what it does. But it's fixed it. There, I like that better. See, like my cool gun? It's on fire, it smokes now. So I'll show you what I've been doing, okay? Just so you can kind of see. In here, there's the rank. You know, I'm trying to get to rank 6, okay? I'm very close. I have 2 things to do. I have to unlock the ability to shape weapons by playing the Arrival and the Relic, okay? Not a big deal. It's fine. It's all good. So there's the arrival and the relic. I'll click it. It says I can track it. I can't find it. And so what I've been trying to do is these gunsmith challenges, which is I have to shoot or use certain weapons at a certain time to be able to help, etc., etc. I started rank 6. I'm confused, but you must have played before. You must get, because this is basically the tutorial. This is me going through the tutorial. I haven't finished the tutorial yet. So let's find that. Let's see how I can get onto the arrival and the relic. But first we're going to go journey to the guy. Because I want to find out what I need to do. What's my homework today? I have a favorite gun. They won't let me use it. Because you have to use a certain kind of gun to be able to do the achievement. And I have to do 8 of the achievements in a row to get the whatever. I think I have 3 left. That means I got to choose whatever he wants me to choose. I love this game. I spent money on it. Here's the tutorial. Yeah. And I'm how many hours into the game? 20? Yes, don't worry. Next time I play Destiny on stream, it'll be much faster. My hard drive is coming today. I know you guys are not concerned. I get it. Because I'm an amazing streamer who can keep everything interesting in between loading screens. But, torture for me. Dude, it is. I haven't even unlocked the ability to do certain stuff. It's true. Here's something interesting. So, because I bought it, they gave me a bunch of stuff. This I can buy old weapons. So I actually have I could buy any of this stuff. I don't know what to buy. So I'm leaving it alone because I don't know what I should do. So I'm going to get advice on that. I know what I want. There's one on here. Where is it? This thing. That's sick as flip. Look at that bow. I can make it look cool too. Watch. If I put my oh, that's green. I forgot about that. Anyway, that looks cool. I don't know. I like the bow and arrow thing. It's not the most efficient way to do things, but I like it. Like the I had to use this one, the pulse rifle. It required me to, but I like my little combat bow. Having a yellow elite combat bow would be cool, I think. Especially if Aki can help, yeah. Okay, so this is the plan. This is what I got to do. See, I got to do a few more. So trace rifle, glaive, rocket launcher. All right, we'll do those. Trace rifle, glaive, rocket launcher. Then you go to your eye and you go get a trace rifle and a glaive. Glaive. That's a sword. Oh man. All right. So glaive.
No, you've been there a while. Yeah.
Trace rifle. Do I have one in here? No, I have a rocket launcher. And this doesn't. Wee. Oh, shouldn't we that way? Yeah, Aki is the bomb. He's offered to help me out. I haven't talked to him since I started playing though. He's clearly been doing it. His daughter is 18,000 times more powerful than I am.
Welcome to the trials of Saint 14. No. You have come to take part in the trials of Osiris, have you not? To be formed into a blade of the light. I will help you achieve this. This
Peach
is not
the bomb.
Shax's crucible, my friend. Saladin's wolves are nowhere to be held in my arena. Here you will fight together, or you will fail.
Okay.
We are pressed from all sides. This is nothing new. Between Rasputin's guns and my training, you will become a beacon of the light.
This is not the story.
Shine bright, Soon, the darkness will have no shadows left to hide in.
Thank you for that stirring introduction. But no.
There is no weapon stronger than another guardian.
Okay, because the plan, what I need to do, quests. See, I'm on here. Complete the arrival. Right click. It says complete the arrival mission. I will now go locate the arrival mission. I paid all the money for it. You'd think that it would. Do I have to do this? Defeat any boss in the Nightfall playlist and accumulate points. Is that why it won't let me do Arrival? Because it just won't let me? But I can't find Arrival. That's my issue. This is where I'm stuck. Literally can't find it. It's not in any of these. See, complete the arrival. That's what I want to do. So let's do it. Mars has returned from the abyss, and Savathun's ship hovers in the sky. Ikora Ray and Elris Morn require your assistance to track down the elusive Witch Queen. Okay. So you think I would go talk to Ikora Ray, right? I know who that is, and I know where that is. Maybe I get some of these experts here. This is so crazy. I have this thing upside down. It's giving me so much space that I don't know what to do with it. You guys are geniuses. Ikora Ray. She's this way. Whoop. Dang it. That's her. See? She's blinking. You'd be like, okay, we're set. Let's do it.
Your light has not gone out.
Ari's Desperado in the shadow of the mountain. See? And each of these have different things that they require too. Like I could acquire them. Oh wait, I don't have the Witch Queen dungeon key? What? I thought I bought everything. All right, screw it. That's not it. Let's go to Mars. Right? Like, you see my problem? This is where I'm stuck, and I just need help. Vendor challenges. I don't want to do that. I just want to do that.
Eris can be difficult to work with, but she would do anything for the Vanguard.
I think she's on the moon, on Mars.
Unconditionally.
Let's go to Mars. Why not? Where the heck is Mars? Nope. Okay, what? She on the moon? Yeah, she's on the moon. Let's go talk to her. I don't know. I'm trying my best here. I just want to play the story. I saved it up. I was going to do it last night, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to play tomorrow, then I'll just save it up so that other people can enjoy it too. You like my ship? It's so purple. Okay. Let's go talk to the lady. Where's the nice lady? I think she's straight ahead. Wait, where am I? Yeah, there I am. Up to the right. Hello? Play tire game. What? There's a tire game? All right, I'm going to see what that is. I am immediately distracted. I want to know what this is. Hello? What? What are we doing? Did I win? Am I winning? What's the game? Is that good? I got it in the middle. Am I winning? That sucked. Right. Let's go down and get it. Is that a problem? Did I win? All my tires are gone. Maybe I muffed it up. Let's try again. What is the tire game? I've never been told this, but I will now master this game. First things first. Bah. Bonk. Oh no! Come back! That went a long way. I was aiming for that crater over there. I might make it. Let's see. I did. See? That should be more points, actually. Bop. Bop. Whoops. Okay. More? Maybe? Tire game ends with low score. Okay, well, I'm bad at that game, apparently. Oh, she's up here. Okay. How do I get up there? No, I don't know where it goes, honestly. I have no idea. Hey, Beardsley. Up we go! Go up the hill. Try again. Over there. Oh, man. I'm pretty good at this game. You can tell. Okay, forget it. I don't even know where I'm going. But everything here has really scary music. Is she over there? How are you doing, Beardsley? Are you a Destiny guy? I can't remember. I can't go across there. Am I at least pointing in the right direction? She's that way, literally that way. Oh, there's an event happening. That's okay. I don't want to do the event. I want to go visit my friend and start an adventure.
Attention all Guardians. A fallen Arsenal shipment is en route. Intercept and destroy that hardware.
I apologize, but I am currently busy. Is this the only way up? It can't be right. I must be not doing this right.
These phantoms are
Hello.
simply a distraction to... Let us begin.
Okay. What? Been forever since I have. Occasionally think about getting back into it from time to time. It seems daunting with all the changes. It is. I just started. Okay, so she doesn't give it to me here. I'm struggling right now, Beardsley. Here, I'll show you what the problem is. And I know it's something silly, but if when I go to Journey, it wants me to do the Arrival and the Relic. That's cool. The Arrival and the Mars Enclave can be found in the Throne World. I just read that and realized I'm a dumb. I literally just read that. Never mind. Thanks, Beardsley. You're the best. I gotta find Throne World. There you go. Crazy, man. Got new video processing? How to watch online pastures. Oh, sick. That sounds great. That's a great topic. I assume I'm going here. Quagmire, miasma. Those are not good, nice words. I want to go to another a quagmire nor a miasma. Although miasma would be a good name for a club. Put my registration 9 to 5. I'm taking on a family ministries residency. Super stoked. So I assume your plan for the youth went really well. Because it wasn't that long ago that you were trying to come up with a plan for your hours to take care of the youth. Now they're putting you in charge of stuff? Sick? Hello. You doing push-ups? Okay, now that we're on the land, let's go talk to Finch. Yeah. Reports of a unique lucent month in the apothecary. It won't let me touch it. I'm not allowed to do that yet. There's all kinds of things here. This is not for me. He's definitely up there. And I will totally get there using the power of my intelligence. I don't have that. I thought maybe there'd be a way through. There is not a way through. Okay. Hello. No. Finch, he's there. Hello? Oh, hi. Come back. Where'd you go? I found him for a second. Aha. Hello.
Maybe you can make sense of this.
He's not the guy. Super. So I need to go to, let's just look at it again. Which queen? And so therefore we're going to go back to here, and we're going to go back to here. We're going to go there. The arrival mission and the Mars Enclave can be found on Throne World. Mars Enclave. Do I have to find it? Is that the deal here? You're going to make me look for it? Preservation. Oh, the Enclave. Oh, hang on. Wellspring. Light Blade. The arrival. Holy Dinah. That took me a week. Let's go to Mars. There was no Mars. That screwed me up. I'm going to go a little bit. Be back.
Crisis,
okay. Have fun.
People look to their leaders for answers.
Or whatever you need.
Were ripped from our sky. It seems all I can offer are more questions. And now, with Mars returned, I hardly know where to start.
That's so awesome, Beardsley. That's really exciting. Ah, that's so cool. So does that mean you're going to be able to quit your job, or you got to cut down your job, or how's that work?
Where is she?
Excuse me, she has a name.
Your theory was correct. The relic is of the pyramids. There's no doubt.
Word is out about Mars.
I need more time.
The Cabal are mobilizing. We need to...
Yeah, that's really good. Whoa!
Secure the camp!
Congratulations to Allison Garcia. You were the first person to enter
What's up,
the chat.
Garcia?
First 1 times.
Glad you're here. Welcome to Destiny. That's a big gun.
Wait. It seems they have another target.
What are they aiming at?
Whatever's in that direction.
Savathun.
Man, the ships in this game are so cool. The ships in this game are bananas. They really are. Be brave, become a legend. Let's do normal. I'm a big fan of being normal. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm doing a video in 2 or 3 days on Monday. They're coming to my house and they're going to be setting up a bunch of cameras. And the whole theme of my biography video that they're putting together is how weird I am. It's literally the whole point. I think I decided my first line might be, I've always been a little weird. Okay, a lot weird. And we'll see where it goes from there. I'm supposed to prep some kind of stories and whatnot to kind of surround myself from, or to bolster what I'm doing so that I don't tell my entire story for like 20 hours, which is good. I definitely should plan. Just don't know what to do yet. Find Savathun. All right.
Guardian, Eris and I are establishing hidden operations near the cradle. What's your location?
We're in some kind of crop field.
What you see is a window into the Golden
Jeepers.
Age. Mars has returned with temporal instabilities, and Savathun's presence here is no coincidence.
We believe the reappearance of Mars drove her out of
What's up,
hiding,
Saber?
and our intel says she may be in a weakened state. The
This
Cabal
bananas.
is blocking the flight path onto her ship. We need you to find a way to get up there and track Savathun down.
This
Yeah.
may be our only chance to strike.
I'm just gonna do that. It's what a great idea. How you doing, Saber? This is me. I'm gonna walk. I don't wanna run into this situation. Sounds like a terrible idea. Yeah, it's only getting worse. New objective, defeat the Cabal. All right, that's easy enough to do. You should see what I've got going. See? Stick your nose out. Oh, hang on. Bear with me. Any more bad guys? Did I win? I got the fuel canister. Now what are we doing? Going over there. Stop shooting me. I'm doing the thing. I told you to wait a sec. They never listen. Am I supposed to jump in here? Probably.
The Cabal are setting up a giant cannon. I have an
Doing
idea.
really good.
Head inside and get me to a console.
Oh, this is live. I cannot pause. Kind of makes you ask what I did to deserve this. The answer is nothing. Yeah, God blesses who he blesses, and he exactly. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like at times, I'm like, there's so many good things happening. You know, although I am in a place right now where I'm really struggling with self-doubt. Right, like it's like, did I screw this all up? And you know, everything. It's actually very distracting. it's sort of the opposite. Like, there's so many good things have happened. I wonder if, you know, maybe I screwed it up for some reason, somehow. You know? I'm feeling better. It didn't last very long. My daughters got it too, and they unfortunately got hit pretty hard. Hello.
Bring me to the console. Let's see how this cannon works. I heard Savathun went into hiding thanks to the Awoken Queen, Marasov. So why
How
is
are
she
you
showing
doing,
herself
Shepard?
again so soon?
Or sleepy?
Seems
I never
too
can
reckless
tell.
for a god of cunning.
Hello. Land. Oh, hang on. Be with you in a second. Just loading. I love this gun. Yeah, well, the girls got it. And, yeah, my wife is the only one who hasn't got it yet. But she's doomed.
Okay, got it. We need fuel, power, and projectile control. You'll be the projectile, of course. I know what you're thinking, but trust me. This will work. My plans always work. Let's start with opening the fuel lines.
Working and lurking? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the content. I really do. Like I said, I've got struggles. But, oh, wait, this way. I'm in the right direction. I'm going to switch out my gun once I'm allowed to. Stay put. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for saying that. Shoot him in the toes. Nobody ever covers their toes. Whoop, hang on. This gun is so fun. Whoa! Calm down there. I gotta keep moving, otherwise I'll die. Pick up wrench. I have a wrench now. Get out of my way. Don't make me hit you with my wrench. My father was a pipe fitter. I know how to use this. Sucker! Ha! This thing's great. What am I supposed to do? Put a wrench. I'm putting a wrench in their plans. Yeah, I need that. That would have been a good quip. I need to be quippy. Take that, sucker. You too. All right. Am I supposed to do something? Yeah. There we go. Ow!
One down, Guardian. One more to go.
All right. Where do you want me to go? Okay. How about not that way? Do 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 do. I like my big gun. I should be fine now.
New lines open.
Now what? That really put a wrench in your plan. I wish I would have come up with that. That's such a good line. I honestly don't know where I'm supposed to be going, so let's just go up here. Up is usually right. Spinning, that's always a good move. Where do you want me to go, game? Activate something? What am I activating? Not gonna lie, I don't know where I'm going. And usually when I hit tab, it tells me. There we go. You know what?
Next up, generators.
Look at your radar. Yeah, I keep forgetting up there. Good call. Can you wait a sec while I recharge my stuff? Thank you. Y'all would just die real nice. That'd be great. Hello. Stupid bullets. I would need more. Okay, now where are we going? Hey, where are people? Oh, they're all on Twitch. Oh, there we go. That looks dangerous.
You know, if I were a god of cunning, I wouldn't show up with a giant ship. It's
You know-
like saying, "Here I am, come kill me." Or
I know that's a stabby
maybe
thing,
Savathun's waving a red flag at a bull.
but I don't do the
Maybe
stabbing.
we're the bull.
Well, this just seems unsafe. Why don't they believe in handrails? I'm gonna report them to OSHA. Campaign banner. Boom, baby! Do. Hey, Lucy Tomahawk, thank you for being here. I'm going to now shoot some people in your honor. Hope you enjoy it.
We need 2 override codes to get the lift moving. Only
Do we?
Cabal engineers carry them.
Are you an engineer? Hello? I'm looking for engineers. Are you an engineer? No? Hey, he says engineer. I'm gonna shoot him. I guess I could have stabbed that one. Whoops. I did the engineering thing. Now what do I do? Hello, Lieutenant Dan. Hang on. Thank you. Where's the code? Where's the code even go? That's my question. You coming in? Fire up, man. Hello.
Get me to that console. I'll
Wait.
activate the lift.
You know, you don't have fingers. So, how do I know where you're pointing? Hello.
Project is active. We just have to adjust the trajectory.
That's a lot of stuff. Look at that good stuff I got. Gimme, 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 gimme. Ooh, new boots. Actually, same boots I always get. I've gotten those boots like 20 times. Be free this weekend if you want to try raiding a dungeon. I want to, bud, I really do. There's nothing more that I want to do. The issue is just my, you know, my life is weird. But it's not because of you guys, and it's not because I don't want to. Just that but the moon needs to be in the 8th house, and Jupiter needs to align with Mars. Yeah, I know. I would love that too.
When I was searching for the cannon schematics, I saw marching orders from Kaido. She wants to retake Mars as Cabal territory. Not sure how she'll feel about us interfering.
Did I fall off? Oh, no, there we go. Ooh, look at the shiny ship I'm in now. It's so pretty. Ouvrez la porte, s'il vous plaît. Hello.
All right, the cannon is aligning. Time to reload, Guardian. Don't worry, you'll be fine. But I'll stand by to revive, just in case.
Okie dokie. This should be fun. With the Rite of the Nine event going on. That was a great time. Yeah, well, and also the...
To my knowledge, no Guardian has ever been on Savathun's ship before.
Because
Either she's inviting us aboard, or she's so weak after that encounter with Queen Mara that she's getting clumsy.
Because I just bought that stuff. There's a million more things to do.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Well, it is, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the video goes. I'm a little nervous about it, to be honest. And I mean, who wouldn't be, right? Ow. Oh, what a gracious landing from a cannon.
Ikora,
We're up to the Rite of Nine.
Ship, and we're seeing traces of void.
Dude.
Maybe another Guardian got up here first.
None taken, my man.
That's impossible. Perhaps we've acted too hastily. There are too many unknowns. Savathun is the god of cunning. To wait for a moment when her intentions are clear, we would wait forever.
Not forever. Just until we can provide backup. Guardian, Eris and I are pinned down. If you turn back now, it'll give us more time to plan.
I don't think Savathun will give us free time, Ikora. This might be our only shot. Don't worry, we'll handle it.
I just held down shift, so I didn't fall off the edge. But that's Minecraft. Hey Dan, where you at? Do I have to accept you? Right has explorer mode to help teach you. Oh, that's true. Or no, sorry. That's cool. Sorry. I just want to see what I got to do to get Jones here. Do I have to accept something? Invite boot. Oh, so he's already on. Cool. All right. Then come on in, I think. There he is. Lieutenant Dan. I'm not much of a meta guy though. Like if it requires us being like elite and grinding and stuff like that, I won't have fun. As long as, I want to be able to play how I want to play. Obviously within the realm of how it works, but you know what I mean. What I've learned is that a lot of weapons in here that work pretty good. I wouldn't be normally using this. Actually, let me check something. Have I done enough yet? Yep, I have. So this is a trace rifle. I'm gonna switch. I can switch out now to my favorite gun. Where are you? There you are. And my other favorite gun. Nope. 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 Do I get a trace rifle up here? No? I thought I did. Huh. Well, at least I got my main gun. I know you're not going to guide me wrong. My problem is that am I going to frustrate you? Because I'm not good at being friends. Butterfly. What level is he? I wish I could.
Did you see that moth just now?
Yes.
It was glowing with light. Not corrupted light, Guardian, but light like ours.
Okay. Could have tolerated so much worse. Oh, that's a bad guy. Nope, that's Jones. Sorry. One tribute. No, hold on. Where did I put ye old tribute? Oh, in ye old tribute hole. All right. Tribute hole. I like it when they turn purple and explode. That's my favorite thing. Did you get the tribute? Did he get the tribute? Did you tribute? Are you tributing? Can I attribute to you the job of tribute? He evaporated. Hello, Flag. 505. Now what happens? The door opens and we get cool stuff. Gimme.
Shouldn't be able to use the light against us. They shouldn't be able to use it at all. The Traveler would never grant them that power. Not willingly, anyway.
Uh-oh.
This just isn't adding up. We need to find Savathun.
I assume that's what this is and I can't use it right now. All right, well, maybe we got something I can upgrade. Nope. Oh, I can. Hold on. I don't think this works that way, though. It does. Neat. Nice. Looter shooter. You just got to go through your inventory sometimes, you know? Okay, now I can pick up the triangle. Yay! See, this is the part where Jones is like, I thought we were playing and not doing inventory. And I'm like, the game is inventory. My favorite thing about video games are the menus, and everybody knows it. Hello? Did you try to blow that up? Did you try to blow me up? See, that's what happens. They just, you get...
And there, I'm picking up unusual energy readings from that
See?
statue.
Oh, I like this gun.
Let's make a quick detour.
See how everybody exploded with one bullet? It's my favorite thing. I love this gun. Ew.
Those
Hello.
mobs will attack if you don't shoot them, Guardian.
Okay. Thanks for telling me. Didn't happen before. Did I get hit again? Did Jones get hit? Oh. Haha, wall. Dumb. I'm gonna step in his fountain.
That statue doesn't look hive. I've never seen anything like it.
What are you? Ooh, a fragment. Gimme.
Looks
Sick.
like pyramid technology.
Oh, you look like
What's it doing on Sabbath?
Sauron. I'm fighting with Sauron.
We should bring it back to Ikora.
Okay. Wait, 1 second. Owie! I'm on fire. Uh-oh. I gotta get up there. See why it's my favorite gun? By a long shot. There's not even any competition. Whoop, 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 gravity. Come here. Stick your face out. Nice shot. It's so crazy how high up we are. Just wild, man. It's so cool. Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses, you know? Oh, that was close. I tried. Turn back. I fell off, game. Calm down. Turn back. I'd love to. I know, right? Literally. Uh-oh. How'd he die? It wasn't from falling off a cliff like I did. Ew.
There are reports of Savathun trying to capture
Ew.
void light from dead guardians. Maybe this is related. Maybe she's been studying the void all this time.
Really? Down
Could
there?
that be how she did this?
I want to go down there. Yucky hole. Look at that. This is such a cool game. I watched Aki play it a few times, right? And it's like the environments are always so wild, but man, they're really good. I really liked it where you get to fight. Crazy. And you see it so fast.
That was Savathun. Hurry.
Like you go by all of it so quickly. Kind of makes me feel bad. Although you play a lot of the levels multiple times, right?
No, that's impossible. Is that a ghost?
Yes, let's shoot it.
Get me closer, Guardian.
I thought that
have
was-
to see. I can't believe it.
Is that close enough?
That ghost helping the hive. That thing is not like me. You see that, right?
Yeah, I do.
We need to end this, Guardian.
Do I need to hit G or stay near the ghost? Did it work? I gotta charge up? Is that the deal here? Nope. Am I doing something wrong? Did he do it? What did I do wrong?
I
Thank you.
can't believe this. We have to keep going. Oh, Traveler, what has she done to you?
This is kind of interesting. Yeah, very cool. One sec. money. That good? Did I get all the stuff? I want more stuff. Give me the stuff. Oh, look, a blue thing. Yay. All right, you ready? Zoop. Have you changed the keybinds? Who? The controller, right? I pressed the right joystick to finish it off. No, I didn't change any keybinds. It said hit G, and I was gonna hit G. And I, you know, I know, but I don't know. I'll try pushing all the buttons next time.
What is this place?
Pretty.
This
Let's
doesn't
stay here.
look like a hive throne world.
I like how I have infinite ammo. That makes me happy. Yoo-hoo! Hello! How did I miss him?
Tell me, O honored guest,
Yes.
It's her.
how did you do it? How did you find the strength to destroy something so like yourself?
I didn't even think about it. I just started stabbing. Are you the final boss? Do I have to fight you?
To look in a mirror and kill what looks bad.
All right. Are we going to interrupt the church service? Do you really want to interrupt the church service? Are we those people? I don't want to do that. Let's not. Let's just go talk to them, see what they have to say. No shooting. What are you doing? Hello? Oh! Okay, we can shoot now. Hello? Stay put. Thank you.
Come on. You're strong. That was too easy.
No, shut up. Rude. Uh-oh. Ah! No! The prize! Give it to me!
It did seem too easy, didn't it?
Open the box! Hello. Hello. Hello, all of you. Good to see you. I have to go now. I don't know, man. What's in the box? Give me the box! My clan XP went up 250. That can't be good. Hey, my reputation went up, though. Our reputation, I should say. Our reputation. You know, the clan of me and Wholesome L. I know y'all are in different clans, and I'm not messing with you. Believe me, I get it. Totally cool. I'm joking. Hey, cutscene. My butt. Stop scanning my butt.
Guardian? Guardian, do you read me?
I barely learned how to read.
We're back on Mars.
Back? From where?
The sky.
Savathun's throne world.
I know, we should have checked in, but we had Savathun in our sights. That might have been our only shot at her, and we couldn't miss it.
Oh, we shot her.
Completely.
Plenty.
That's not like Savathun to allow herself to be seen so easily.
There's something else. Before we left the ship, we ran into one of her knights.
Savathun's a good name for a bad guy.
It had a ghost, Ikora. Same as any other light bearer.
A ghost? A hive knight with a ghost? But that means...
Don't finish that sentence.
Savathun stole the light.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
But that's impossible.
You like my little purple guy? He's so adorable, isn't he?
Impossible.
I'm purple, he's purple, my ship is purple.
Nothing is impossible.
You know what my favorite color is? Look at all the gold. There's one, it's called Royal something, and it's purple with gold. And it's like, that is so good. Everything becomes that color. The problem is, with a lot of the other things that I like, the accessories, it turns them white with like purple trim. But I have another one that's only purples. So I do that one.
Savathun, the Witch Queen.
Hello.
Hive god of cunning and lies. Hive legend tells us she was born on a hostile, far-off planet
Called Earth.
where she would have lived a short, uneventful life. If it weren't for the worm familiar that warned of an impending cataclysm. And so, she led her siblings into the depths, where the ancient worm gods offered them immeasurable power in exchange for endless blood tribute. From this, the Hive were born, and countless civilizations were condemned to extinction. For untold ages, they devoured life and light wherever it could be found, facing little resistance. Until they tried to take on the Guardians. After the death of her brother Oryx, Savathun went into hiding. Not out of fear, of course, but out of strategy. Because Savathun knows the best way to
a strategic retreat
is to join them. In her greatest trick yet, she infiltrated the Vanguard, weakening us from within. And stealing our most sacred resource.
That looks a lot like Jones.
We thought she could never touch.
Did anybody notice Lieutenant Dan looks just like that? Is Lieutenant Dan the final boss in Destiny? Wouldn't that be a twist? That I'm playing with the final boss right now? Does he have legs? I think he did. It's a good emote. Perfect. Titanium alloy. Which, so technically, no. All right. I don't want to go forward just yet. I need to look at my stuff just real quick. 1974, and this is all garbage. Okay. And then 76. No. I didn't get any good there. Tablet of Ruin, apparently. I need to do something. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I used them all up. And I put them all in my sniper rifle and my rocket launcher. Even though I'm not using my sniper rifle right now, because I needed to use a different weapon. My sniper rifle is here, and it's yellow, but I like this one. This is the Witch Queen expansion. Yeah, it's a good one, but it's not in the one in order. Really? I thought that it was going to take me through in order. I just assumed. Yeah, I don't think I got anything. All right, well, I guess we'll keep going. I have to use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll keep going. We'll go over to wherever that was. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Please enjoy this wonderful screensaver. Be right back. Pardon me. Okay. Let's go up and talk to whoever that is, which I think I have an idea who that is. Ikora Ray or Nazgul? Yeah, I did it right. First try.
Light-bearing hive, complete with their own ghosts. I should have seen this coming. But how?
This is the one who told me to do next.
Now, Guardian, where the boundaries between are becoming increasingly blurred. Especially between what's right and what's wrong. If I had been in your place, to be honest, I don't know what I would have done. But there's no use dwelling on that.
Probably shoot it.
Let's assess what we do know. I see you picked up a clue along the way.
Yeah, after this, it's
One
going to
that
start.
might
I get to
explain
choose.
why
Okay, that makes
Sabathun
sense.
Decided to return alongside Mars. According to your ghost telemetry, that fragment is giving off the same vibrations as the pyramid tech relic. It just so happened to return with Mars. Go take a look. I'll explain more when you report back.
What am I looking at? Okay. The relic. Gimme. The relic assessed. M. Launch. Well, this was in order, right? So when I got to level 6, it's like you can't do level 6 without doing this. But apparently after level 6 is when it just keeps resetting with every update. So I'm assuming after level 6 I'll be fully tutorialed and then I can pick whatever I want. Is that basically how it'll go? New season of Heresy. Oh, okay. I do want to do it in order because I know the story is actually pretty good. A heck of a lot better than the gotchas that I was playing. Yo, cool ship. Very army. Mine looks like a bass guitar had a baby with a timbit. Is that your ship? Oh, that's cool. That's my ship. Why my ship landing and your ship is... Who took my ship? Or is that... Oh, this said valet parking. That's cool. A planet with valet parking. Woo! That scared me. It's just a door. Calm down.
Combing Mars since it reappeared. No way they'd have missed this. It's definitely new. Let's get a closer look.
Sounds like a plan. Every time I get a closer look at something, it sucks me into a portal and I end up getting shot a bunch. Is the delay. Oh, dude, it's so brutal. The menus, I mean, as much as I love menus, the menus in D2, there's a lot of them. I mean, looter shooters are known for being pretty complex, but it's like they added complexity on purpose. Don't touch that. Listen, you're obviously not supposed to touch that. All right. Hey, look, I brought you a stick. Fetch. Oh, there's another part to the stick. Whoa! That's a lot of things I gotta go get, man. That's a lot of things. The Enigma. Visit the relic in the Enclave to do this weapon. Realize of the relic in the Enclave to something this weapon. I wish I knew what that word. Get the weapon? Fix the weapon? Okay, approaching relic. Aren't you cool? Very relic-y in your relicness. Shape. Oh, this is the thing. So before I do this, I want to show you. When I'm on here and I want to do upgrade and I go here, it says you can't do this without a shaped or enhanced weapon, right? You can't actually do these mods, which is, I'm like, I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? This is how to do that. Choose shape. To begin, select the Enigma Glaive to get a new version of the weapon. All right, the Enigma. Edward Enigma. Okay. Configure the perks of the Enigma by choosing from available options. Insert an intrinsic to begin. Okay. Apparently I gotta level these ones up. Okay. Intrinsic going in. Matters up to rank 6 because you can't use armor mods until rank 5. Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Insert perks. The progression system. It's more about power. Yeah. It's like you personally don't level up. You level up your gear, which I think is way better. Yeah. Insert perks to enhance the Enigma's capabilities. Once all the sockets are filled, press and hold the shape button to create the weapon. All right. So improved something. Low impedance windings. All right. You know what? Power diverted from shield. Yes, that one. I don't use the shield ever. Faster reload. Greater increase in magazine size. Greatly decrease reload speed. Oh no, we want to reload fasterly. I tend to do that a lot. Tilting at windmills. Blocking damage with your increased shield. Nope. Dumb. Rapidly defeating targets triggers health regeneration, or reloading after a kill grants increased damage. Well, that's confusing. But like, there, I'm good. Enter the perks to enhance the Enigma's abilities. Once all the, oh, gotta fill the sockets. Okay, I'll fill the sockets. Prepare for the sockets to be filled. I kind of like rapidly defeating targets, because that's what I do. I defeat targets like you wouldn't believe. Insert perks. Once all the sockets are filled, press and hold the shape button to create the weapon. Womp womp. Cool. Refining the shape. Equip and use a shaped weapon to increase its level. Higher levels unlock additional perks, which can be used to upgrade the weapon. Oh, okay, that's kind of rad. Okay. So I can now I can do this. Oh, that's kind of fun. Let's see what I can do here. Final blows. Nope. Reduces incoming flinch. Grants increase the reload speed and handling. That one. And I can make it purple. A rare curio obtained from Gambit. When inserted into a shaped or enhanced weapon, this memento will grant the weapon additional vanity options. Yo, vanity options. Sure. Nope, I'm not going to apply it. I might need it for something else. All right. I'm not going to eat my tessellation. I don't care how much you want me to. All right. Good. We good? Let's turn it purple. Oh, equip the shader to change the... What? Hold on. Memento required. That's the thing I just said not to do. Yep. Okay. Wait, I have two of them. I don't want to use it on this. Do I want to use it on this? I want to see if I can... Yeah, because this is the one I got. I need to be able to upgrade this bad boy. Yeah, okay, this is a hand cannon? Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Perfect. Hand cannon. Cool. And that's pretty rad. If I can't use my best gun. I wish you could move them. Like, I wish you could take them and put it over there. But I guess that's part of the game, right? So I think it's... the earliest story you can do is Forsaken. Okay. But I'm going to keep seeing what this is all about, and then we'll see what's going on. I like that, but I also like this. I'm not even using a yellow right now. That's funny. Sure. I'll put the sniper rifle in. The sniper rifle. That's what they call that. The sniper rifle. Okay, now what? You can now shape and reshape weapons using a relic on Mars. Activating the relic has awakened resonant weapons across the system. Extract the pattern mod or dismantle these deep sight resonant weapons to acquire progress toward additional weapon patterns. This information returned to Ikora on the Enclave of Mars. Okay. Acquired! Okay. Should I click this one too? I want to. Okay, so there are no shapes. Cool. Deep sight resonant can provide a weapon pattern progress by extracting the pattern. Weapon. Okay. I don't think I understood what that just happened. If I go here, it'll give me a thing. All right. So if I go here, is this what I'm supposed to do next? Shape. Oh, cool. Higher base precision damage? Oh, that's kind of cool. So I can do that. Oh, that's fun. Optimized stability. Sick. Fire longer distances. Sick. Missing a shot has a chance to return the ammo to the magazine. That's normal. And this stock makes a weapon stable but heavy. So you lose the handling, but you increase stability. Don't need it. Oh, I gotta fill it up. Well, let me. Not currently available because you're not an expert. Well. Ah, well. We'll come back. I don't know what I just got though. That's what's confusing me. Hold on. If I go here and I go to there, what did it give me? It wasn't a consumable. Like it gave me two little patterns of some kind. Is that like one of these? No. 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 I don't know what I got. I'm sure she'll tell me. That's her job. Do I get anything for doing these? Like, does it give me anything? I would love something. It just feels like it just kind of goes up in... Oh well. Let's go talk to this lady.
That was something. Not sure exactly what that something was, or what that something did to you. Hopefully nothing bad.
Thanks, Ghost. He's always got my back. Hello.
Here I was, bemoaning the fact that we now had two mysteries to solve. And you, Wilson, making breakthroughs left and right.
I had the tutorial. You probably didn't.
The relic rendered a full blueprint out of a single fragment. Almost as if you were shaping that weapon based on its own memory. Which parallels the distortions all over the planet. Open wounds where the past bleeds into the present. Somehow the relic can manipulate time.
That's a lot of logic leaps, you think?
Which Savathun happened to have. But could she use the relic? And what for? The questions just keep piling up. It seems the answers are buried within Savathun's throne world. I need someone to go in and dig them up.
Sure. I got nothing better to do.
How do you feel about working with the hidden?
Don't even know who they are, but I'm in. Complete the investigation mission, which can be launched from the Enclave. The Enclave, you say? All right. Head to the Enclave, I suppose. One sec. Ooh, look at that. Oh, actually, I could use your advice, man. I got a thing. Yeah, I got a thing, and I want Jones and everybody else's advice who's actually part of this game, because let's go to the
If you expect us to trust you,
tower.
we expect you to do the same. It's that simple.
Well, so you know that creepy looking dude who sits in the corner and he's all like dark and creepy, and you can buy exotic weapons from him. Apparently you can only hold 5 of those exotic weapon monies at a time, and I think I have 5, so I have to spend them. And I have access to the legacy weapons, like the ones that are in the middle of the 2 ATMs. And it says I could get one, but I don't know which one to get, right? I have an idea of which one I want. You can't call me on Discord. Doesn't work in the system I currently have. Sorry. I have to plan all this stuff in advance, dude. So, my stream is the opposite of spontaneous. If I'm ever doing spontaneous, it's because I have some kind of insecurity. But you don't have to answer right now. Like, it's not like it has to go away. It's just don't spend it until I could be on DC with you, because those are, yeah, I know. That's what I'm like. I was gonna go do that, like these ones over here. Like I was gonna use it immediately. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely want some of that. But like, there's so many, right? There's so many. And the one that which one did I want? Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was this one. Like it's really cool. Like it's a cool looking weapon. But yeah, but yeah, like you said, don't spend them. And the other guy, I wonder if he's here. Is he here? Sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. He's usually up here, but he's not now. I don't know where he is. He's elsewhere.
Your return honors me, Guardian.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps
oh, is that what it is? I just happened to find him on the weekend. Okay. He wants to do something for me? You want to do something for me? Oh, I need higher rank. You can have it, but you need a higher rank. Neater. This thing here, I've got these, and it won't let me have them because I'm always full. I need to upgrade some stuff. You have a weapon for me, man? Thanks. Boop. Boring. Extremely boring. Wait, you have another one for me?
Let's get started.
Or is this one of those, you can have it, but you need to rank up? Yeah, it's one of those. It's not going to sit there and alert me the whole time, is it? That would kind of suck. You got a bunch of stuff? Like in here? Yeah. Yeah. I did that too yesterday. I'm like, ooh, cool. Click, 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 click. I guess we can go to the Enclave now. We can fire up that thing. I just wanted to... Yeah, I think I'm good. I just need to do... Actually, I want to level up. So this is the plan right now. I have to do this vendor challenge. So I have... I don't know how to check how many I have, but I need to do more. So that's what I have to do now in order to get one more rank up. Or I can do that on my own time. We can do the story. Let's do the story. Now that I think about it. Boop. Let's launch the investigation, which can be launched. Okay. Off we go. Our ships couldn't be more different. Yours looks like an F-16. Mine looks like a plunger. Okay. Well, definitely every Wednesday. All right, where do we gotta go? The Enclave, that's the stuff. Yeah, so every Wednesday for sure for a while. Probably on the weekend, like at random, unfortunately. I never know what I'm gonna do, but usually after 8 p.m. is probably good. Like yesterday I was on from like 8 p.m. till like 10:30. If you want alerts and stuff, we can become friends in Steam. Happy to do that. Well, you can DM me now. I'll catch up on Discord. But like I said, my life when I'm not on stream is very uncertain. What just happened? Did I get booted? Aw, thank you. Thank you, Samus. That's kind. That's not where that goes. Oh well. I never change anything. Okay, yeah, all right. So, where do you want me to go? There it is. Hello. Isn't that nice? Yeah. This is great. We had a big long talk yesterday about the I was gonna say about my shorts. That's not what I did, but that sounds weird. About the YouTube shorts and TikTok videos. And she was willing to put up with all of my pedantery, all of my persnicketyness. So purple. So I love it. Oh, you got little diamonds coming out your back. That's kind of fun.
Eris says throne worlds are kingdoms of thought, built according to the desires of the creator. I suppose Savathun desired a throne world made of light.
Well, 12 times.
Here is imbued with it.
Oh.
What's strange to me is that she's vulnerable here. Why would she just let us walk in? We need a clue about how she stole the light.
Well, that's not very powerful. I like shooting things once, not twice. Like that. Hang on, 1 second. Nope. Go back to trust the old faithful here. You're at that level? Yeah. Stop moving. Who's shooting what? Oh, wow. Hello. Ow! Hey, stop it. He ate it. Did you see? He ate it. Like Pac-Man.
Hey, listen closely. You're not supposed to be here. Guardians aren't safe in a place like this.
Who is this?
Well, that's need to know, pal, and you don't. Need to know. I mean, look, just get out before Sabathoon and her light-up goons realize you're here.
Chicken.
Are you with the Vanguard? Hello? We lost him. I can trace the signal. Any lead's a good lead when you have no leads.
New objective. That away. So 1 second before I go to the new objective, I just want to show you guys my my keyboard. So the thing I'm supposed to do in order to kill that little dot is, I assume, my super. Is that right? So F, or is it, because it said hit G. So I don't have G. If C. Not super, it's finisher. Okay, where's finisher? I think finisher was B. Finisher, 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 finisher. Where are you? Transcendent ability is B? Oh, no, that's not right. Dodge, heavy dodge. I do not see it. Breakout, super, grenade, interact, air move, class ability. Maybe it's V. Maybe it wants me to do V. Yeah, probably V. Further up. Well, finisher. Yeah, G. I did it. That's what I was doing. All right, we'll try it next time. We're gonna use it.
We're blocked, but I'm picking up more of that psychic energy over there.
Psychic energy. Can I stab it? I'm gonna stab it.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
It's like you created those platforms out of thin air.
Where to now? Oh. Am I doing that right? No. And we're creepy. Why is this game scary?
That, up there. I think that door will lead us out. We just need a way up.
They sure like platforming in this game. We good? Is this the right place? The sound design in this game is unreal.
I'm sensing more psychic energy nearby. It might help us find our way out of here.
Don't keep going left when he's supposed to go right. Gentlemen. We just broke up a Bible study. How do you feel about that? While they were just sitting there having small group. I missed. Heresy feels pretty good. Yeah, it was a bad Bible study. Ooh, I got a new cloak. That one looks way cooler than the one I have. Hey, we did it. That was a long way around. Hey, sorry about the back of your head there, buddy. Go! Yay! Well done. Purple.
Hey, you're stirring up the hive. This is exactly why I told you to leave.
What do you know about Hive using the light?
That's why you're here.
That's need to know.
When did you turn it off, Beardsley?
I really shouldn't be doing
Like,
this, but
how long has it been?
Meet me outside the fortress. Just be discreet, all right?
Pretty. I think I might join the bad guy team. They have a lot of purple. Really like the purple. I almost fell down. Who are we shooting at? Sorry, bud. Shot you in the leg. You have an arrow in your leg, Minecraft style now. That's funny. 8 years? Been a little while. Yeah, they've apparently had a whole lot of things happen since then. You're basically in the same boat I am at this point.
The signal's coming from beyond that gate. We have to get it open.
We have to get it open, you say. Ooh. Yummy balls. Nummy, 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 nummy.
Hey, what did you do? What did you do? Oh, no, you triggered the alarm. The Hive are gonna be all over you. What happened to being discreet?
They're trying to open the gate.
Look, just try to stay alive, all right? Once the gate's open, just make a run for it.
Hello? Where are the bad guys? Good job. Mine, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Gate's open. Let's go.
Okay. Stay put. Thank you. February 2022.
You and me, I
got on for a week and I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah.
Guess it could be a rogue hidden agent or a lost guardian. But maybe it's just Sabathun disguising her voice. Any lead's a good lead. Scorn ahead. What are they doing here? They don't go anywhere without being directed.
I love that gun. It's funny because they're like, you need to be strategic with your weapons, and I'm like, do I though? Hold on. I'll be right with you. How are you dodging? You're so big. Put the triangle. I got the triangle.
Another Hive wielding the light. Eyes up, Guardian.
Tyler's hitting F instead of G. That's how I roll. Yo, stuff! Gimme.
Not sure I'll ever get used to seeing ghosts soon in
And that.
the hive. All ghosts were created after the collapse. The Traveler released us just before it went dormant. These ghosts had thousands of opportunities to choose a guardian, and they passed right over humanity and chose our enemy instead. I can't forget that.
Where'd you learn how to drive? I tried.
You brought us here?
Just let me explain.
Hello? Hi. I visited Finch. Cool. Yeah, and now what? Explain. Why are you not explaining? And then it boots us? Okay. That makes sense. Can you imagine, like, what it must look like? The guy's like, let me explain. And then the guy just kind of does like a pirouette dance, spinning around. Just looking around, spinning around. Like, what are you doing? There we go. Hello. Let's talk.
Hey, you know, get awkward out of the way first, I always say. This pile of ash and bone used to be my actually, don't worry about it.
This guy's kind of cool looking.
Know, us wandering ghosts gave into the hive believing we'd found purpose, and well, peer pressure's a hell of a thing. Also, because it's what the Traveler must have wanted. Then hive killed guardians with light, and you think, that's the Traveler's will, really? I'll tell you what, I don't buy it. Not anymore. The Witch Queen's up to something, and, you know, maybe together we get to the bottom of it. Huh?
Her name is the Witch Queen. Yeah, she's up to something.
There's an old hive temple nearby with Savathun's secrets.
She's not called the Sunday school teacher.
The what and the why? That's your game, yeah? And when you get there, radio me. Private channels only. Oh, almost forgot. The name's Finch. Honor to meet you. Yeah.
How come he didn't say for real? Is he not honored to meet me for real? Okay. M. The Witch Queen. Ghosts. Let's do one more. I should have time for one more. Although I really should empty my pockets before we go too much farther. My pockets are full. But once you guys are like, here's how to update all your stuff, I'm going to have so many raw materials, you have no idea. All right. Goodbye. Oh, I can upgrade my bow. .73 with a submachine gun, because that's something I never use. Yo! Wait, what is this? Tier 1 enhancement. Once enhanced, this weapon will be granted a weapon level, a memento socket, and access to additional weapon mods. Enhancing this will immediately replace this weapon's masterwork and an enhanced intrinsic that's aligned to... That's a good thing, I assume. Sounds good. Let's do it. I haven't really read. No, know what I'm doing. Let's go! Neat. Zoom magnification. Reduces zoom magnification? Why would I want to do that? Grants. Oh, reload. No, that's good. What else we got? Grants heavy ammo. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, we're going to do heavy ammo. That's kind of fun. That's probably good. I'm good. I'll stop doing things now. Where am I supposed to go? Complete the ghosts. All right, the ghosts. That's not it, is it? Watch Aspire, Enclave, Birthplace, Preservation. It's got to be this, right? Yeah, complete. Quagmire, 17. Complete the ghost mission. I did. Oh, where are you, ghosts? Complete the ghost mission. Here we go again. All right. What is the ghost mission? Is it here? Finch. No. I feel like I should go here, but we just did this, right? That's literally what we just did. So that can't be it. It's got to be called Ghosts. Witch Queen Progress, Light Blade. Yeah, it wants me to do. It's got to be that one, right? I guess we'll try. Let's see. Because it's that way and straight, and we'll just go. What are you? Did he have a shield? He wasn't supposed to. Ugh. This planet is scary. I don't like this at all.
I still can't believe Savathun has the light. The light is sacred, Guardian. It's what gives you your power. It's the reason I found you. And I will never let the Hive steal that from us.
There he is. Creepy! Okay, I did it right.
The Scorn have been using these ether harvests to pull in new muscle.
It didn't stick out. It wasn't called the Ghost. It was just called Witch Queen, which, you know, I think part of it, they're just like, you know what? We're not going to give it to you on a silver platter. We're going to make you work to understand this game. You're going to require each other and websites and Wikipedia pages and YouTube and articles and lighting black candles and pentagrams.
Finch, we're nearing the Hive Temple you mentioned.
Whoa, hey, careful using my name out there. I don't need the loose and Hive catching onto our friendship.
Okay. We'll be careful.
Well, this is fun and all. Stop moving. You know what? I'm just going to come right up your nose. Then I can't miss. Oh, I still missed. That was dumb. Ouch. Now where to? All right, over here.
So, Finch, mind telling us what exactly it is we're looking for?
Oh, you know, what's his name? That old warlock Osiris? Yeah, it's his ghost. Well, was his ghost.
Wait, you mean Sagira?
That's
So
the one.
cool.
Yeah, you know what happened to her. How she, you know.
Sivo Arath came for her, backed her into a corner. But clearly Savathun found her shell, impersonated Osiris.
I see. That must have been part of her play, to steal the light, I mean.
Sure seems that way.
I'm sensing some skepticism.
We don't know you, but you're very eager to trust us. Makes me uneasy.
Hey, now, I am taking a huge chance trusting you too, you know. I bet you change your tune once you find Sagira.
If we find her, then we can talk trust.
I think I'm making light. We're changing guns. Oh, I don't want to be there. That was a dumb idea. And I missed completely. How come Jones isn't coming to save me? What the heck? Don't you like me, Jones? I'm just right over here. Oh, you died too. All right. You know what? Maybe I'll be a bit more cautious this time. Just a smidgen. Oh, hit him right in the junk.
More Scorn. What are they even doing here?
Where? Oh. You're between me and my stuff. Don't touch my stuff.
More traitorous ghosts serving the Hive. Good riddance. They deserve what they get.
Oh, so, by that logic, I should be crushed into pieces too.
You turn tail back to the Hive, then yeah, maybe.
That's Some pretty blind judgment there, my friend.
Meeting you confirmed a suspicion. Siding with the Hive was a choice, and you all did it willingly.
The arrow stays in him.
Choice doesn't always mean you have multiple options, you know. Look, I am not saying buddying up with the Hive was right, and yeah, maybe a lot of us do deserve what's coming. But me, I'm just trying to right my wrongs. That's got to count for something.
I guess we'll see.
I don't think I'm gonna make that jump. Up there? Oh, there we go. Whoa! Calm down, legs. Work with me here. Man, platforming. What a thing. I can make it down there. You all right?
Walker. Scorn aren't playing around.
Oh, hello. Immune? Why? I like it. You're doing it with the bike. That's funny. Money, 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 money.
So to get this straight, we're heading into a dangerous temple filled with deadly scorn to find Sagira, who was placed there by Savathun.
That's about the gist
That
of
was
it.
in the right direction!
And this definitely isn't some kind of trap.
Oops.
No, come on, look, interrogate me all you want, but I am not hiding anything. I promise.
Honesty goes a long way with my guardians.
Is that?
Ikora Ray, a leader of the Vanguard. I signaled her just in case.
And everything to go
Let's
up.
call it insurance. A watchful eye. In case your actions differ from your words.
Ikora Ray, wow. It's, yeah, whoa. I always wanted to work for the Vanguard.
With, not for. Do right by us, and we can discuss a more permanent role once Savathun is dealt with.
I heard a squeak, like a not a nice squeak either. That's crazy, dude. Again, I feel so bad not looking around because like they worked so hard on this. Like that's cool. I would have missed that. Ooh. Sure. That was Lieutenant Dan. I should not shoot him. Immune? Why so immune? How did he do it? How'd you do it? You laugh at me. Please hold. Boop.
That's the last of them. Let's head down.
Sure.
Giant scorn.
Keep on your guard. We don't know what's in there or what the scorn are up to.
Well, he's immune, so that's fun. What's the guy got to do to shoot that thing? Ouch. Why do I keep blowing myself up? It's almost like I don't learn my lesson. As long as Lieutenant Dan doesn't die, we're okay. Ew, they pulse. Gross. Bleh. Just gotta kill that thing and then we're good to go. It's a good gun you got there. He just kind of disappeared. Where'd he go?
Whatever that giant sword was, it's taunting us. It must know what we're after.
All my consumables are full again. Let's see if I can unconsume something. 85, 70, no, 74, 76. Nice. Let's do it. This is 79. 76, 75. Nope. 74. 78. Nice. Cool. Any new shoes? No. Oh, I get a new cape. Yeah. I like this cape way better. Oh well. We're good. We ready to fall down? I suppose we're going further down.
The Scorn are supposed to be mindless, but these, they're powerful, organized.
If they act, it's because someone's telling them to.
The Fanatic would be a safe bet.
What do you mean, Vickrell? The leader? The former leader of the Barons?
Perhaps. He was driven from the Tangled Shore not long ago.
I don't think it's him.
And you know this how?
Well, throne world's bathed in Savathun's light, right? Supposed to be a capital P powerful, keep anything dark out. And yet, somehow the Scorn found a way in. Makes you think they found some sort of power to match, doesn't it, huh?
Then we don't yet know what we're dealing with here. For now, keep focused on the task at hand, Guardian.
Yeah, was it not a good noise? The frogs. What are they worshiping?
There, Segura.
Tom Segura, the comedian? I think I'm going to switch out here. Whoop. No, hello. He moved. What a jerk. Why they always move whenever I try to shoot him? Hello. Pardon me. Almost ready. I like that you have to kill these. What? Do 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 do. That's right, I stabbed him. Owie! Lieutenant Dan! Lieutenant Dan! Help, 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 help!
But it felt just as powerful.
Thank you.
What are we dealing with here?
I wouldn't stick around to find out if I were you. Grab Segura and go, okay?
Do what now? Grab who now? All right, come here.
I stand before a being with 1,000 names. It whispers one.
Ted.
The witness. Remember it. Remember that name.
Ted?
Did anybody else hear that?
Nope.
Sounded like
You're
something.
crazy.
Who's the witness?
No clue. I've never heard that name before.
I know who it is.
Exciting though, right? A lead!
What's most exciting is that you were telling the truth.
Trust her, then, huh? Yeah?
Call it cautious optimism for now. Your guidance yielded results. But let's not forget Sabathun remains at large.
Well, hopefully not for long if we have anything to say about it. I just want to expose Sabathun. Stop whatever game she's playing.
You can be sure we'll hold you to that. In the meantime, what should we do with Sagira?
I'm not sure how we heard that voice from, but I have a theory. Bring her back to me as soon as you can. And good work. All of you.
Neat. Let's go back to the let's end. I gotta end the stream because it's 4 o'clock now. Let's go back here and see what we got from our goodies, and then we can come back another time. Tomorrow is Thursday, which means you're gonna be coming back, and I'm gonna try to get the weird pictures up. Okay, that's the plan. Get the weirdness going, and then I'm trying to get the VTuber going. We'll see how it goes. You know, my mornings can be a little odd, but that's the plan. VTuber with weird pictures, and then I'm gonna maybe, if I can find an indie game that's a little weird. I've been paying attention to see if I could find some good ones, and I think I have. I really do. I think I got a couple that are kind of fun. I'm gonna try doing a couple weird ones rather than a couple like emotional tear your guts out ones at first. So hopefully we'll not do because you never know. You never know when they're gonna make you feel terrible. That's the plan anyway. Hello, Maddie. I'm just about to raid out. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. We're gonna raid and do a raid, but I wanted to see if I got anything good. I did not. Thank you for being here. Welcome, sadistic charm. Nice. Welcome. Today is it's community day, so we spent a bunch of time talking about what it's like to have to go through bad stuff, but to go through it in such a way that you build character and see if there's and connect to God and become a better person at the other side of it. And then we jumped into Destiny and blew a lot of people up. Did three different stories. That's what they're called. Chapters. And it was fun. It's a good game. Good game. I'm really enjoying it. I apologize for raiding out of the raid, but thank you. How did you do today? Hopefully you're well. Thank you for the subscription. What were you up to? Hope you I hope you had a good stream. I'm tired. My shoulders hurt now. I must have been tense the whole time while I was trying to not die, because now my shoulders feel like I've been lifting weights. Got it. Yeah, dude, I'm into it. I want to play. We gotta have to find a time. Maybe we'll spend some time in the Discord looking for what we can find and make an actual time. If I don't put it on the calendar, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Rewind Wednesday, playing Sonic and Halo 2. Oh, sick. Discussing mindfulness. Mindfulness is a new fun thing. Like, not new, I guess fun. New, interesting thing that I was exposed to about 3-4 years ago. And it was controversial, at the time, because they are, mystical, Eastern, whatever. But that's not, that's not the point. It's just being where you are, centering. Yeah. Well, you covered it already, so you don't have to do more. But yeah, why don't we see who's on? We'll raid out. Who is it? Ferrick's on. Son of a gun. Let's go say hi to Ferrick. Glad you're here. Hope you're well. And I'll see you tomorrow. Come back tomorrow when we do some weird pictures. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for being there, Jones. Thank you, everybody who came to stream. I'll see you later.